to the West, a Dishonored RPG that we run Wednesdays, 7
Ish.
normally. 7:15 we generally start. Tonight's just been a late one. So, last session, you all, in this lovely, not so lovely place called Soul Spring, took a job from Dr. Oris Atlee to destroy the radio jammer that is active in the Tazzolini Automata Workshop, which is on the second floor of the Tazzolini Museum. So you all knew that there were some violent automata there, tried to use some explosives to get in, which was somewhat effective. It did create a distraction, but the machines were pretty smart combat-wise. Thankfully, you all survived. Stealth team did. And managed to destroy the generator at the heart of the museum to deactivate the power floor, to deactivate the automatons. Yes, Jacob?
With the scan type, which I would like to mention.
Yes,
I was
with
just
the
coming to
Iskantite. Yep, that's
plot
right.
thread finally.
What's that?
The plot finally come to fruition.
Yep, there you go. You had it, and now you finally used it. That is actually probably where we're going to pick up for this session. So all the lights on the ground floor, as part of the actual museum, went out. It's completely dark, but you all can see it's actually a little interesting. The second floor of the museum, that is the laboratory. It's not quite a floor. It's more of like a platform in the middle of the entire museum. It's got windows that are still inside the building of the museum, so that Kendra Taslany presumably could look at the windows and examine people in the gallery, that sort of thing. And you can see glow coming from all those windows. I'm having a hard time describing. Do you all get the picture of what it is? So it's like building,
Generally.
and then like there's a platform that's like much smaller.
It's like a
So
little
that's-
fire tower or something.
Yeah, kind of like that, but inside a building, and it does like go all the way. It goes into the ceiling.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, it's at the top.
Would any of the people or the automata that we just killed, would any of them have been wearing any armor?
It's a good question.
That could be
Can we
salvageable?
loot the automatons?
I think the better
Are
question
you-
is, are any of them wearing like legit armor, or is it all like facsimile?
Yeah, go ahead and make a.
Would this be Tinker because we're looting them?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, wait. Yes. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Is there anything else you'll allow?
General. What focuses would you apply?
Oh, just like study.
Could I apply perception?
Study works too.
Okay.
Yes, I'll allow perception.
3 successes.
3. Okay.
One success.
Go ahead and take 2 momentum for that. It's not hard to figure out that most of the things that these things have are fakes. They're not viable armor. The thing that kept them so invulnerable was their own construction. So these things are just made of solid steel
Is there
or
any
some other alloy.
Did we find any like scrap metal lying around that I could use to maybe patch my own up?
Interesting. Okay. You could definitely cannibalize some of the parts that are here, but you would probably need a workshop for that. Which,
If only we had one.
if only there's a place directly above you where a certain man made.
Actually, Jacob Reed also left his
Yes, that was what I was.
workshop and stuff on the.
Oh, on the
Ship.
airship.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can go back there too.
Let's just go upstairs.
So yeah, where's the staircase?
Sab will first.
Oh, we
be
need to
like-
find Heisel.
Yeah, we need to get everyone together.
Yeah, I mean the
So we
first
can
thing
do
we've
that.
done after all
Yes,
the comments.
I will say. Do you all have light sources?
Sab has his like.
That is literally a couple inches away from your hand. That is not enough to. I mean, get a closer look at something, but it's a tiny lighter.
No, I do
You're gonna
not.
need something else.
What are we looking for?
Light source? Anybody?
Light source.
Oh, yeah, for the searching, that's why Tinker would apply because we're using our hands to like figure out.
Yeah. Go ahead and take one more momentum, or excuse me, spend one momentum.
Yeah.
That would have been a check of 2 since it was
Yeah.
much more difficult in the dark.
Yeah.
Did I see anything that the automata would have been handling, like a flashlight or anything that could be used in that way? Or did I see any like boxes on the wall that might have supplies of that variety, or like
Yeah, I
someone
will.
behind the front desk?
I will actually give something to Barrett in his searches. Let me find. Let me make sure. And oh, did I? Wrong document. I'm just looking to see which automata were destroyed and which ones were still active. Okay. Barrett, you would search one of the automatons that actually never attacked you, who seems to have a whale oil lantern in his hand. You would have found that with your very high check. Make a quick study check with perception. Difficulty of 2. Or history if you have that.
I'll just study with perception. We gotta hurry. I didn't get anything.
Nothing? Okay. Yeah, but the guy that you take it from looks vaguely familiar, but that's it.
Don't care. I'm gonna light it.
Yesterday.
Wait, do I need a lighter or anything to light it?
We do have a lighter.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, there you go. That works. It doesn't have whale oil in it.
No.
Yeah, this thing is made to be lit. All good. Yeah. So now have a lamp. The rest of the group, you all can see a light go up as the faces of Barrett and Sab are illuminated. Not the operator, though.
Hey, are the two of you alright?
What?
We're alive.
I assume you got to the generator.
What?
You guys are getting...
Yes, we're getting close.
Yeah, yeah.
He
like-
reaches over and pulls the thing out of Sap's ear.
Yep.
Oh. Hi, Hazel.
They're right next to you.
Are you seeing
They were starting to get closer. Sorry.
the lights going off as you?
Yes. Sap.
Yeah, they were. Oh, now I get it.
Listen, keep it down. We don't exactly know what else we have here.
Sap destroyed the generator.
Great, good work. Do we know where the stairs up are?
Nope.
Can we look for the stairs up?
Yeah, sure.
Sav goes to the wall and looks at and judges if he can just climb up there.
That would be a climb check of 5. The sheer flipping wall.
Can you find him a staircase up before you try steps?
Sap, no. Follow me.
Fine.
Lee's gonna walk around the edge.
Sab, no.
Lee's gonna walk along the wall to see if we can
Down.
find a
Okay.
stairway.
Yeah. You just find it.
The counter.
It's not hard to find. You actually find an elevator, which is not lit up, but still has buttons on it. And
Is there a staircase?
that's an orange, not a staircase. Hazel's a black cat. Tazzolini designed this building himself, but he's not an architect. He doesn't care anything about fire codes. So I'll take the black cat.
Stay here for a second. Lee's gonna walk in. Or is the elevator open?
Yeah, you can open it. You can hit the button, and
He's gonna open it.
Yep.
And he's gonna go in and like
Fully
jump on it a little
intentional.
bit to like see if it feels safe.
Tinker check. I'll allow. Do you have an engineering focus, or was that just read? Okay. Tinker check. All of you can see Barrett jumping up and down in this elevator now.
1 success.
Jumping up and down in the elevator.
Mr. Barrett, what is it you're trying to accomplish?
I don't trust this elevator. I don't know. Looks like it hasn't been used in a bit. We should go up with just a few at a time. I don't want to risk collapsing the elevator.
Sure, then let's just have one or two of us go at a time.
That would be a good. 2 should probably be fine.
So, who's going first?
I'm going first.
I'll stick with Mr. Barrett.
Right.
All right. It probably has an occupancy of just 4, or a max occupancy. It's a small one, but yeah. So you get in the elevator, the gates in front of you close as it starts ascending.
Does anything happen?
Well, you're the guy with the lamp, so you start to see The faces of your friends just fade into darkness as you rise up. Nothing happens.
Like, oh.
You go up and up and up until you get to this platform laboratory thing, the second floor. And your eyes see more light as you see it's probably the nicest area or nicest kept area of Salzburg you've seen so far. It is warm lights, fancy desk, and an automaton sitting right in front of it.
He's gonna sit the lamp down in the elevator and call down to them. Or after we step out of the elevator, call down. I'm sending the lamp back down to you. You can call the elevator down.
Barrett, and I'm gonna like gesture over to the automaton.
He's going to go over and with his rifle and walk up to it.
And she'd kind of trail him.
The automaton just follows you with its face. I want to say eyes, but it doesn't quite have them. Yeah, it's just a solid mask. Well, hello.
Are you not dependent on the generator downstairs?
I am not. Tesalini's laboratory operates on a completely different circuit.
How many of you are there up here on the second floor?
This information depends on how many Mr. Tasolini would like to have up here. Excuse me.
Be prepared, Barrett.
You do not have time to say that. As soon as it says "excuse me," this is a surprise attack. So you cannot quite. You did have a gun.
I had my gun that was like, I wasn't ready to shoot.
All right, I'll allow you to contest melee attack. This thing just reaches forward towards your throat.
2 successes.
2? What are the numbers?
10 and 13.
Okay. It is going to get that. So just closes around your throat. Doesn't quite hurt you yet, but you are slowly being strangled by a robot.
All right, do I get to respond to this?
Yes, you do. Yep, this is just a basic model. This isn't. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use, because it's grabbed my throat, so I'm going to grab its arm and try to lift it up and throw it again.
Okay. Yeah. Hidden difficulties.
That is 3 successes.
Okay. Difficulty on this one was probably a 5 or a 6 because this thing is bolted into the ground.
Oh.
So this one doesn't have legs. This one is basically stationed behind the desk. That's where it goes.
Okay.
So yeah, you try and pull, and it doesn't budge. And now you know.
All right.
This thing's bolted down.
I'm going to pull my gun out really quick because I have 2 moves left.
Yes, that is right.
And I'm going to shoot it in the arm.
Okay.
Like,
That's grabbing you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Difficulty of 2. Base ranged.
All right. I'm going to use a void points to make that 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. That goes through. Bullet goes straight through the arm, and it still has a grip on your throat, despite the fact
Does
that
it
it is
feel
not
weaker?
attached. Not really. It's.
Can
Yeah.
I like aid him in trying to pull it off?
Yeah, on your turn, probably. I will allow you if you want to do it with him alongside. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because
Alright,
I probably couldn't on my own.
I'm going to, at this point, because I just shot through it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see if
It's
that
not
will-
grabbing you anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just going to try to pull it off. 3 successes.
3? Oh,
Unfortunately, nothing from me.
okay. Yeah, 3 is enough to just
Okay.
pops off. No damage done.
Okay.
The thing is still looking at you and reaches out with another arm, but it's just
Lee's going to grab his rifle and try to shoot it in the face.
yeah. It is.
Wait. Could you tell Mr. Teslani we're coming?
Mr. Tasolini is currently occupied. You'll have to schedule an appointment in advance.
I think he'll want to see us.
Mr. Tasolini is currently occupied. We request that you make an appointment in advance.
All right, shoot it.
He's going to shoot it. 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah. Take a momentum.
Hey, bro.
And that was with my marksman's rifles. That's 4 damage.
Okay. Head is shot clean off. It's no longer there.
Is the arm still moving?
Yes.
Great.
It's here's the thing. It's bolted to the ground, and it's not exactly. It's you're out of range if you're just a couple feet away. It's not really doing anything. If you guys want to keep shooting it, sure.
Is there anything like is there like a metal crowbar or anything that I can use nearby to just beat the crap out of this thing?
Go ahead and make a quick perception check.
All right, that would be one success.
Doesn't look like it. This looks to be like a waiting room for professional clients. You know, you've got the secretary there that's just trying to strangle
Can
you.
we go past him without him being able to reach us?
Yes, there is a door that looks to go into the next area, but it is presently locked. I will say, with the one perception check, you do find one audiograph device.
Can that just be played on its own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Melody's power, right?
What do you do to make it play?
Wait, you recorded them all?
Yeah.
You're so good at your job.
This was a lot of fun. I wanted to experiment with more radio stuff. So.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Oh.
Okay. Give me a minute to tamper with the sound. I want to make sure that it's loud enough.
And it picks up.
Oh, the crowd doesn't quite need to hear it, but I'll two people. Hold on.
Do you know what the greatest obstacle to technological advancement
Yeah,
is?
there you go.
No, it isn't the ignorance of the masses. It isn't deadly exterior circumstances, and it isn't even a lack of academic resources. It's funding. No natural philosopher ever made a breakthrough on salvage alone. We need parts, we need facilities, we need our distractions taken care of. All these things require money, not know-how or any other such ox excrement. This is the main reason why I'm here. These void tourists will spend anything to get a high, and I get a portion of what they pay. And what do you know? My progress with the automatons has increased like never before. Speaking of which, he just reminded me that Esmond Roseborough made the discovery of whale oil as a fuel source while languishing in poverty. I suppose my thesis was wrong.
There you go.
We should probably wait for the others to get up here before we keep
It will not take long. They probably even made it up while you all are in combat. But who's going up next?
Sab's going.
LG's going with. Yep, you're up. I'm just going to go ahead and expedite this. You all get up. So you're all in the room. I'm going to say by the time that he's looking for this, looking for the crowbar, and you just see, you know, the torso and a single arm of an automaton. Just reaching out just towards Barrett, though.
Sab grabs the arm that's on the ground and is like, "Now, what is this situation we have at hand?
If
Can you please explain it to me?"
gets a little closer, does it try to attack her too?
What's that?
If Iceland gets a little closer than Barrett, does it try to attack her too?
Nope.
Be careful, don't go too.
Jace, let me taste how you put this is here. And she'll kind of like scoot around the thing to behind the desk, see if it starts.
Nope.
Are there any like buttons behind the desk or anything like that?
Make a quick perception check.
Wonder if it's because you have a gun. Can reroll that one. Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Maybe there's a button. You can't find it.
Uh,
You're a little afraid of getting close to this thing, even though you've tested it a little bit. You can retry it if you want.
I would love to retry it
Retry it.
because I think she'd getting closer for a like more in depth
Yep, yep.
look at
He's
it.
gonna stand and get ready to like grab it if
Yeah.
it tries to hurt.
It does seem that the arm is a little aimless right now, because the head is off. That is where the sensory functions are.
Two successes.
What's that?
2 successes.
Yes, there's a button.
There's a button.
It is within range of the thing's hand. So
I'm just gonna just watch the thing. And
He's,
just gonna.
he's going to reach out as close as he can to the hand, and he's going to try to grab the hand.
okay, go ahead and make a quick melee attack. This one, base difficulty of 1. This one can't resist because it can't see you.
2 successes and a complication.
Yeah, okay, so, let's see, complication.
It's holding hands with you, real tight.
If I take damage from him holding my hand, can that kill me?
No.
Okay.
This thing is not going to kill you. That's not going to be the complication.
Ooh, it's like complication. You're dead.
If I take 1 more hit, I'm dead.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh, okay, yeah, watch out for that.
Indeed.
You reach out, and as soon as it can kind of feel someone else's hand try to grab it, it kind of fights back and tears your sleeve.
Oh no.
How embarrassing.
Very
My winter cloak that I'm never gonna wear.
Right, and it's just like your sleeve, so it just like reaches in. So it's just like a tear in your sleeve.
I was just gonna. Boop.
Speaking of that, can Sab do surgery on him?
You did last time. You failed.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Would you mind leading the way for us?
Cool. Sab walks over the door. Oh no!
Hit the door.
It's
The
locked.
doors are open.
It's oh.
Heisel hit the button. They open.
I'm gonna get to kick it down. Sab pushes it open. Hello. He's very loud, and you notice that he's been rubbing his ear. He's just like, hello, and he like slowly is lowering his voice. Okay. Hello, Mr. Taz. We're here to rescue you.
Again, after being louder, LG would say, Sam, we're trying to be. I don't know if there's more of those machines.
Sorry,
around
I
here."
was right next to an explosion. I'll try to be more silent.
Okay, just assume that we're always close. So
Got it.
he's not gonna say inside voices, Sab.
Take it from a 9 down to like a 4. I was looking to slip in right after Sab does.
So-
I'm gonna follow him.
The very first door that opens reveals a hallway in a much worse condition. A rug that is just, what do you call it when it's like, you know, the corners are like curled over and it's just out of place.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a word for it though. is
Yeah,
there?
but it's that. There's a couple of portraits on the wall of different automatons. None of them the figures that you were fighting downstairs. You can see what looks to be another like welcome area forward with some nice warm lights, and then a room to your left that you don't know what's inside, but you'd have to look.
Mr. Barrett, if you could race on the other side with your gun. Sab, would you be willing to get the door down?
Oh, wait, apologies. There's also another door, basically hallway, door.
Every Wednesday.
He's,
Always during
he's
session.
gonna go stand over on the side of the
Like
door
nerds.
nearest the handle.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pause that needs to be made while people do the.
Wait, no, what am I doing?
YouTube thing.
Gotta do it with
The what?
Ooh, Inception.
I would, but mine is not
Levi Layman.
working.
Just hit it.
Take picture. The honest Instagram.
The honest Instagram.
Oh, well. Okay.
Mine is the glitchy Instagram. It thinks it's
There you
yesterday. Hit the notification and it was like, no.
Yes.
In fact,
Anyway,
it hasn't
hallway,
happened yet.
room,
It's like,
room,
notification.
warm room. I don't know. I'll describe it more when you go in.
In this hallway, is there anything interesting or just can I look for an elixir or something?
Yeah, you could look.
Maybe I should take point with this.
3 successes.
You are taking point.
Okay. Well, tell
3?
him that.
There are none.
Is there anything
I
useful?
apologize. What's that?
Is there anything useful?
There's nice looking paintings of automatons.
Oh, okay.
And, well,
Wish I'd saved that roll for one of the rooms.
yeah, sorry.
I'll go
I will allow you to use that later
Okay.
because there's literally nothing in this room. It's literally just a hallway.
Oh, okay.
It's very short. It's like 10 feet long.
Okay. For this room, then I guess Lee's gonna pull out his pistol and stand to the side of the door so Sab can kick it in, but he can like
Yeah, check.
Sab
What did you
tries-
call it last week?
pieing.
Pieing. I looked that up later. And I couldn't find it. How do you spell that?
Like literally like pie.
Like
Raspberry Pi?
Pie. Like
Pie.
P-I-E, like pie. I don't know. I've heard it like I've listened to veterans like call it that because
really?
that's basically how you clear a room by
Yeah,
yourself
yeah, yeah.
before you go inside.
Right. See, I know what you're talking about. I just can't find anything that. Pie definition: verb to hit in the face with a pie.
Whoa.
I'm gonna pie the room.
Very fun.
That's my kind of thing.
That's fine.
Okay. Anyways, continuing. Which room are we beginning with? Left or right?
Left.
Left is a storage room.
Unless you disagree, Sab.
What's being stored?
There are no
Storage
automatons or anything. There are a crap ton of audiograph. Or wait, no. Excuse me, automaton parts. There's an audiograph.
It's called
Oh,
slicing
there's an
the pie.
audiograph?
Slicing the pie. Ah, okay,
Sorry.
that's cool. What's that?
Audiograph. I play it.
Sab
Yes.
starts searching among the parts to see if there's anything.
Can I
interesting.
apply my roll to this room?
Yes, you can.
All right. Do I find anything useful?
There are no elixirs in this room. Apologies, but there are a lot of steel plates and
That's what we want.
robot parts that could easily be reused in armor. Not right now, though. This is
Okay.
not a workshop. Oh, wait, hold on.
But
There are various sets of tools.
Okay.
You
have
could
my-
try
I have
something.
my own set of tools too.
Okay.
But yeah.
I will say repairing repairing armor will probably take about an hour. It's not something you can do rapidly.
Okay.
That's kind of like a short rest kind of mechanic with D&D that you're gonna need to take a break. Which you guys could in this room if you wanted to, but
For now, could I just grab a plate and shove it underneath the plate I've got on now, just for like a quick repair?
Okay.
Just for while we're clearing the rest of this.
so
stuff out.
here's how I'll put that in. That's not gonna be any extra armor points, but it will add a degree. It'll add stress points if an enemy attacks you in the torso, is what I'll say.
Okay.
So basically, when other enemies attack you, regardless of whether they hit you in the head or like the foot, where you obviously don't have armor normally, I still take the stress points away from the armor first. With this, this is more limited. It's a temporary fix, but thankfully torso is the area that most people attack. So all good.
I'll just do that for now. Just,
Yeah. Yeah, just a temporary fix.
Yep. By the way.
Sab looks around for any like
It's around
useful
what?
parts. Kind of looking.
Anything in particular? This is a ton of automatons.
Specifically, he's looking for like
Soft, but like
radio stuff, but also like
lightweight, but not so
maybe some, like,
lightweight that it's unstructured.
sort of like
It's lightweight in the sense that
power tanks. So
It's
like the
literally-
things that would be like this is like a
it's
little
not
engine
heavy,
that's for
it's not
this or
stiff,
something like
but
that.
it's
But,
not-
like
Yeah.
in small,
Yeah.
small models.
Yeah.
I mean,
Its own
he's not super picky. Just some random, just like stuff that you could reuse in inventions and stuff.
And this
Okay.
was a second choice fabric.
Anyway, here we go.
My first choice. Some sort of cotton twill.
Am I studying?
Yes. Or tinkering.
Can I be clever?
Find the cotton twill.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
Awesome. Alright. Study cleverly. No successes. All right.
Lots of weird looking robot parts.
Do I still have the hand of the robot?
Pattern from
Yeah.
various
Oh,
other
cool.
things that I owned.
There's a knife in one hand and a robot arm in the
There
other.
you go. Yep.
So you just
All right. Should we try the other room?
fiddle with it until it's
Alright.
flat. Then you turn
got
it on,
this.
basically.
So we go over to the other
Works
room.
great.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the audiograph. I said I'd do that earlier, and I
Okay.
forgot
Yes.
Yes.
that happened.
We'll do that one. Okay.
Next
This is out of
audiograph.
order, but
I
I don't remember
would
what this one is.
wing it. See, that's
Had another consultation with Atlee.
Let's just get wing.
I installed the mechanical lungs he required, which was daunting to say the least. But this time he forgot to lock up his lab. I knew he operated on corpses, but this time I saw someone vaguely familiar. I think she visited the gallery a couple of weeks ago. Seems like either he somehow got permission to use the corpse of a guest that died in the premises, or he got her killed. Either way, it doesn't bode well. I know what he's capable of, and some of his experiments are outright deadly. If things turn south, I need insurance. I paid a visit to the Museum of Arcane Persecution and examined their music box. Within 10 minutes, I had the schematics down. I produced a copy and stored it in the safe. He knows the combination if you forget it.
There you go.
Who's this other person who died? Said she, right?
He said she.
Oh no.
Considered that.
You do have memories from 2 years ago, so unless this thing was from 2 years ago, which it could be, maybe not.
She could be Boardwalker 6 or something.
Those of you who are vulnerable to music boxes, just keep that in mind.
Yeah,
If Etley gets too, or if Teslini gets too threatened, he might bring it out.
cool.
Not like we haven't been carrying one around. Pretty bit on my guard.
Who's got that right now? Still Heisel?
I don't think
Was
it's
LG?
Oh,
fine.
LG's got it. Yeah. LG's. Yeah. All right. Where to next?
The other room across
Yes.
the hall.
Okay. Other room is a kitchen. You do see one unique thing about much of this area is that you would see tracks going through it, which is funny because there's a carpet on the floor, so it actually there's like a path carved out in the rug for it to go through. So it's just like a weird angular rug with a track. But track would go into here.
I'm gonna look for anything useful.
Yeah.
Only one success.
Sap will look also, I guess.
Immediately going into the room, both of you would realize it stinks in here. You would see a half-eaten meal just rotting on the table.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a corpse.
Oh no! In the
Oh,
kitchen?
that's me.
What'd you get?
One success.
One. There's a fridge in here,
I
and
give it a
you
go
can
too?
see there in the fridge there is some preserved food. So
Can I give the
jelly
deduction check a
eels
go
and
as well?
whatnot. What's that?
Can I give? Yeah. Feel like we're missing something. 2 successes.
2. You rummage in the fridge a little bit. You find 1 bottle of Star Spiritual Solution, and a strange-looking bottle that is just labeled Q on it. It's a label and just says Q.
Can I sniff it?
Sure. Yeah, why
I
not?
hope it's either.
Are you sniffing or are you wafting?
Oh.
No.
I don't think she's that educated. She's sniffing.
That's right. Yeah, that's fair.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Not a check for that. It smells sweet. As you pop off the top, it looks like it's slightly carbonated.
We should ask him what this is when we see him.
Wait, do carbonated beverages exist in the Dishonored universe?
Yes,
They existed in as early as like
because you get them from the springs.
late
Like,
late 1860s. So
it's like the
Oh.
bubbling
and Dishonored is a
springs.
little advanced, but yes, carbonation was
Oh, okay.
pretty
To be fair, I
I didn't
believe
know
things
that.
like
Surprisingly early, yeah.
beer
What is this?
and
Strange
sparkling
practical.
wine
yeah. Coke was
would
invented
have
in
been
like
easily available
73, I think.
hundreds of years
So
ago.
mhm.
Is that why it's called a soda fountain?
Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, because you put there's like a carbonation device that fountains would have. So you put in like the syrup into the water, and then you just put the jet in that goes. So,
I'll recork or whatever. Reclose the bottle.
okay,
Save it.
okay, Q bottle. Fair enough. Add that to your inventory, I guess. All right. Where to next?
So we'll go down the end of the hall.
Okay. The next room I call the smoking room. So it is first off.
Anything good to smoke?
Yes. You can see cigar boxes probably all over this place. Looks a bit like the lodge. Several chairs around. There's actually a fireplace here, and a table with. Oh, I apologize. It was on the floor. There was an audiograph in the hallway that you would have noticed with that first check.
Boop.
Okay. there are technically 1, 2, 3 in the smoking room, sitting all
Oh
on
my
the table.
word.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll play all those too.
Yep. Okay. All right. Get to go through them. So number 3. Okay.
I'm
The
gonna go
one on the ground
through
first,
The
though.
room while the audiographs are playing.
Okay.
Look for,
We'll roll that check after
Yeah.
they're playing, just
yeah,
so that.
afterwards.
Okay.
I'll tell you the truth. Voidfiend has often been the source of my greatest ideas. After the Clockwork Soldiers were created, the Empress herself condemned automatons as innately malicious. They're machines. How can they be innately anything? Anyways, on one of my early instances of taking Voidfiend, I saw people around me. In fact, I considered them friends. But those people were built out of gears and marked cylinders and glass tubes. They were machines, but they were still my friends. So I started my line of automatons. And here we are. One of my favorite conservationists is a machine. I love speaking to him. It's a bit narcissistic, given that his entire cognition is entirely based upon my own. But he's more politely inquisitive than I am. And now he's urging me to get off the stuff. Ironic.
That was supposed to be conversationalist, not conservationalist.
That's okay.
He does not want to conserve the environment.
I was intrigued.
Yes.
I was like, where's the conservation
interesting.
district?
Yeah.
What are we conserving? White bean.
Okay, yes. In the smoking room, just in front of a couch facing the fireplace is a small coffee table with 1, 2, 3 audiographs located on
1, 2, 3.
At the same time.
No.
it.
3 tabs when he's talking all at once.
And
You
John's
guys
like,
getting that?
this is what happens in my mind all the time.
The entire resort upside down. The free Voidfiend promotion he and Spire came up with was something else entirely. It must be a new formula of the stuff. It's got regular guests roving around the ground like drunk gazelles. Normally, I'd say that'd be expected from excessive Voidfiend usage, but there's more. They're attacking people not on the stuff. Corpses are everywhere. And when they're killed, the drugged up ones drag the bodies to the morgue, most likely all headed up to Atlee. I don't know how, but it seems like Atlee has somehow managed to command human beings. I once told him that all we were was simply just extremely complex machines. I didn't mean for him to try to figure out how to program us. I haven't left the workshop yet, but I'm already starting to get the itch for more Voidfiend. It used to be 2 doses a day, after he got me to decrease my usage. I guess it's time for me to go cold turkey.
Oh shoot, wait. There's more. There's 2 more.
Two days. Withdrawal. Can't think straight. Can't figure out how to stop Andy. Signal's bringing food round the clock, so I won't stop. 1 week, I'm going insane. More guests are coming into the resort, each filled with the same fiend that everyone else is. Curbs me for making an A model for administering the stuff they entrance. This whole place is just a honeypot for people. Fresh fuel for Abby's grinder. Have to stop this. Have to become a chemist to make my own Voidfiend. Help me way.
All right, you're searching this room.
And he's also gonna grab 2 boxes of cigars. How many cigars are in a box?
30.
Okay.
Mhm.
He's
They're
gonna,
decently big boxes.
okay, he'll just grab 1 then.
Sav also grabbed one. Just puts in his coat.
I would never take Void Fiend or drink.
He's gonna say to Sam,
Tobacco.
good to smoke, good to make friends.
What?
Who are you and what have you done with Barrett?
That does-
Smoking's fine.
Sav
That does
looks
feel
over
like
at
it.
Anton and just kind of looks at the recording and then looks at Anton and then like looks at the recording and then looks at Anton and he's like, are we getting any like moral lessons from this or
2 successes.
What?
You can be addicted to Void Fiend. There is indeed withdrawal if you get off of it.
What am I supposed to be getting from this?
he, you know, if you ever got trapped somewhere and you had withdrawal, it's gonna be way worse.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of Void Fiend here.
You should just
No.
deal. No,
No, we can help you stop. We're here for you.
I think the point is, and this is Gray, is that I would wait, hold on. I would personally say that vices are bad, as he picks up a box of cigars.
Very astute, Mr. Kendler.
Indeed.
I got.
What you
two
gonna do with
successes.
those?
Or sell them.
To
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a, insight. Oh, to, other enforcers.
3 successes.
He's lying.
I get any momentum.
He's gonna smoke them. Yeah. 2.
Yeah.
Did
other enforcers.
So just picks up
Not
one of
me.
the boxes,
Gonna share
Like,
the profits with us.
opens it up so
right?
they all
Oh,
fall out,
definitely.
like just puts them on the ground and then just hands the empty
There are
box.
4 boxes total. It's not like wall to wall.
Dang it.
But
Kind of grinning
okay,
conspiratorially.
you got one. Gray got one. Anyone else?
Sab had one.
Okay.
So I got 2 successes when searching the room.
2 successes.
Mhm.
All right. There is what looks to be a mounted rifle above the fireplace. May or may not be useful or valuable. You can make a study check with firearms focus to
Yeah.
get some interesting information off of it.
3 successes.
Yeah, 1 momentum. It is a very large rifle. I'm going to basically say it is the equivalent of an elephant rifle. This thing is very long range, very low rate of fire, but really good against big animals.
Is there any ammunition for it? Like, what ammunition does it use?
This is probably going to be a time where I'm going to say you're going to have to get specialty ammunition for it.
Is there any in this room?
What'd you get on your search check again?
2.
2? Yeah, you didn't find any, but might be.
Okay.
You can search again.
I'm gonna search again.
Yeah.
No.
For this-
Now that I know what I'm looking for.
That's
and
going to
I-
be investigation,
okay.
not perception, though.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. 2 successes.
2. Yeah, sure. I'll you find it's not quite a box of ammunition. It's more of like 3 bullets just bound by what do you call it? You know what? Like it's like 3 in a belt. So
Okay.
like 3 notches.
Is it a belt-fed rifle?
No, it's a single shot.
Okay.
But you would just be able to. This is something you could probably attach to some sort of like. I don't want to say tactical rig because that's way too 21st century, but like a pouch that you could put like on a belt or something that you could just draw another round, put it in.
He's gonna load the rifle up with 1, and he's gonna put the other 2 bullets in his pocket.
Okay.
And
All
he's
right.
gonna note the caliber. Okay.
It's probably like a 60 caliber rifle. It's big.
Okay.
If that sea metal shows up at any point while we're exploring here, don't just shoot it right away. Might be an in to talk to Teslini.
He's gonna sling the rifle
All
on
right.
his back, and he's gonna carry his other rifle in his hands.
Make a quick survive forcefully resilience check. You are carrying a long range rifle and an elephant gun right now, basically. Which let's call it the mammoth gun. Because those do exist in the Dishonored universe.
Okay.
Mammoths?
What
Mhm.
difficulty was this?
Sort of. 2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a lot. You could give your rifle to someone else to carry.
Give it to Anton. He will neither use it or
I don't
be
trust
able to carry
Anton
it.
with either rifle because I know I'm gonna need my marksman's rifle, and I don't trust Anton not to waste the ammunition for the mammoth gun.
Doing what? He'd die if he shot that gun.
I'm gonna try to
Probably.
Anton's like,
Can't do it. I'm gonna
straight
sling
down.
the mammoth gun, and he's gonna turn to Sam. Think you can carry this?
What do you have on your person right now? Would you be over encumbered?
Um,
How many swords do you
he's
have?
ditched this. He's ditched the He's ditched the skis.
Mm-hmm.
He broke his 1 sword. He's pretty good. Yeah. Oh wait, he's carrying the zappy zap thing, and Sam just gives him a
Yeah, that would be another check for
Oh.
that. That's a giant pack and a rifle. So, yeah, he's already over encumbered.
Tell Lysander. What? That I'm wearing this. I want this.
LG.
I'm not gonna leave it.
I mean,
Yes.
Heisel. Yeah, this is going to be funny.
He's got a giant LG has a giant music box.
Sam,
Okay.
Heisel.
I'm sorry, I don't normally want to deal with
Device.
inventory management, but this is just like way too uncanny to be carrying around this much weapons. I
That
apologize.
was Anton.
Carry that.
Yeah.
It's a gun, right?
Yeah.
Why
Not
not?
my favorite thing.
Just sling it over your back, like.
Skis, I will allow an additional weight. So that won't be a check for you to carry it. Skis are lightweight.
Here,
Giant
he's gonna take the
anti-material
bullet out.
gun is not.
He's gonna take the bullet out and hand it to you.
Well, I mean, I'm a little
You got
less
this, Anton.
apprehensive given it's not loaded anymore. But like,
Just for a little while. Once we get it back to the airship, we can figure out what to do with it.
it's heavy.
Just think of it as a
I know.
big pallet knife.
You know what else
Big-
is heavy?
Big pallet.
Doing void feed all the time.
It's actually not. It's like a
But
live
really,
experience.
I know it
I don't
weighs.
think now's the time to be trying to convince Anton to do cool turkey, as Let me put it.
No, not cold turkey. We'll do it in a controlled environment where we tie you up.
No.
But we'll do it later.
Let's talk about this
I
when
have
we're back on the
rope. This
airship.
work.
Well, it stops
We might as well
talk
get
about
this thing
right
over
now.
with. Keep moving, guys. Right?
Right.
So
Yes, let's keep
where are we
moving.
going?
What's that?
Where are we going next?
There is another set of doors going
Okay.
forward.
Let's do it.
Yes, Lee and Sap will open those doors the same way they've been opening these ones.
I will say one other thing you would get from a search is that you can see up and to the left there is a balcony and what looks to be another room up there, probably a bedroom.
Can you jump to it?
You could try to.
Can I try to jump
How
to
high
it?
is it?
It's probably maybe 13 feet off the ground.
Okay.
You could try and parkour off some of the wall stuff. There are like mounted animals and stuff.
I am gonna try that.
Does free running? Do you remember from the description?
Yeah,
Does it say like? Does it give the kind of parkour vibe? Because I would allow that if that's what it gives.
I think it does.
So I think it's like it's just fast traversal of a space, essentially. It's like ignoring obstacles for the most part.
Yeah. Ignoring obstacles.
It's like it wouldn't necessarily be I don't know, doing something in a fun way or doing something in a flippy way. It's just like literally, it doesn't matter that there are obstacles. I can just run using the obstacles
Right.
and go faster than you'd expect me to.
Here's the thing. I'm still gonna say it applies to speed and whatnot, but here's what Wikipedia, a trusted source that's never wrong, says. Free running is similar to parkour from which it is derived, but emphasizes artistry over efficiency and speed.
Well, the Dishonored
Free running skill.
free running skill
Wow.
emphasizes speed.
Interesting. I like it.
That's what it says.
Also, there's no such thing as parkour in Dishonored because France doesn't exist. Praise the Lord.
Then maybe they're just saying free running because they thought parkour was too
Nothing.
not.
I just like.
Maybe
All
maybe
our
they
French
relabeled it for Dishonored so that it wouldn't be
Our
parkour.
massive French
Our
audience.
In any
massive-
case,
Yes, you can use free running.
Wait.
is this gonna be like
the
a
man
move
was good.
swiftly
Could I
free running?
take that apart and carried it in my bag?
It's the same weight. This is.
Anton's already
Oh,
going. He'll just
okay.
keep going.
I'm just running up a
I
wall with it,
apologize.
you know.
It's just- Also, this one seems to be ornately crafted and really hard to disassemble.
Okay.
It's not like a multiple parts going into it. It's like
I can't
You
get
contract
it or anything.
yeah, it's
3 successes to jump up the
three.
walls,
Just take
run
one
up the
moment.
walls.
Yeah, take one momentum.
Die. It's a D12.
So
Feel it.
you leap off of the head of the fireplace, the
I
mantle.
couldn't feel
It's,
that one.
it's not quite hard to at least grab onto the bottom of the balcony, pull yourself up. You were in.
Anton's got upper arm strength.
Well, he has no weight to lift. He's like
For the gun.
he's
gun
like
weighs
that
more than
kind
he
of
does.
skinny that can just do things because there's not a whole bunch of like stuff to move around. I think.
Immediately, you would see a set of stairs to your right that comes from the next room. Basically, to the smoking room.
There's stairs
Cool.
Stairs to where?
to here.
Seb,
Where's the other end? Come out.
Down there.
Seb takes off his
Yeah.
zappy thing and just puts it down on the ground
Good
next to it.
point.
And he's gonna try climbing up to Rand.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a,
He's like
a move
pointing
check.
for
in
eyes.
space too.
Can we assist, like, help hoist him up or, like, lift him on his
Yeah.
shoulders?
You can assist.
All right. And Seb can use acrobatics.
Guys, LG's gonna open the door to the next room where the set of stairs is.
Heisel's gonna like roll her eyes at the boys and like leave through the other door with
the
LG.
next door is unlocked.
Okay.
Yes, but the stairs go up from the workshop.
Nothing.
The
Okay.
workshop. I see.
What's in the balcony area?
Nothing in the area itself, but there's a door going to probably a bedroom.
Ooh, let's sneak around in his bedroom.
If you
One
wanna-
more pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 1 momentum.
Yeah.
There you go. You get up.
Climbs
I
up.
take the wing with like my PJs. He's like, yes.
They're for Heisel's
too bad.
collection.
Honestly, the other ones are more comfortable, but Lysander only has so many pajamas, you know?
TV and silk must be expensive.
I mean, you really should just, you know? Like,
Quality lasts
what's,
long after
what's
the
more
price
important
is
than
forgotten.
sleep, right? You got the money for it.
So
Sleep is for the dead, so I do it all the time.
you would see Heisel immediately upon entering the workshop. There's another set of doors forward that looks to be much more durable than the other doors that you've seen. And you just see a label above it, that just says operating theater. Doors are locked. You would also see another audiograph on a workshop bench in this workshop.
I'll play it, and while I play it, I want to look around for anything else interesting.
Okay. Yep.
Had a seizure yesterday. He thought up a temporary solution to the trap problem. He suggests I rig the antenna on top of the workshop to jam the advertising frequency, since that's what the spire said brought the most people in. It's a simple job. Gives me something to do without the nightly torment. A couple of the guests broke into the gallery, headed for the workshop. He modified the C figures to use the demo actions defensively. Now I have every called doubt in early hollering, killing the intruders. What does the world come to? I swore that my automatons, they would never be used for force.
Go ahead and roll a perception check on the stuff in this room.
He's gonna come in and also
Yep.
2.
3. No, yeah, 3.
All right. This room is. I wish there was someone with a tinker focus in this room, or with like a really good tinker score with experience. But it is a very, very, very nice workshop. Sets of tools for basically anything you'd want to make. Anything electrical, anything not architectural. So I'm bad with tools, man. It's like anything that's classified as like small. So if you wanted to build anything that's like human sized or smaller, you could make it with the tools in this room.
Make a new Anton.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like someone was avoiding using the word mechanical.
I forgot that was a word.
Mechanical.
Well, I wanted to say electrical as well.
As a mechanic. Well, you said electrical.
I did.
And then
I
you said
forgot that.
mechanic. You said electrical and small things, and it's like there's a word for that if you
Well,
already
it's
said
like,
electrical.
You can't build like I don't know a rail gun in this room, like a on rails gun, not
Darn.
like a rail gun. You could probably build a coil gun, but not like an on rails cannon, and that's mechanical. So
I mean, yeah.
With 3, do I find anything useful that I can use now?
there's whale oil in here. In some tanks.
Everything up.
This is a workshop that you can definitely repair your armor in. Nothing that you can quickly do. Again,
that?
it's still going to require an hour.
If I take an hour, will that allow me to heal any like hit points? Since like most of my injuries are like bruises and like getting punched in the face and stuff.
Yeah, I'll allow that. You have a surgery focus, right?
Mhm.
I'm actually going to take a feature that I learned from the Star Wars RPG yesterday. I was reading the rulebook for it. If anyone has a surgery focus, instead of just healing normally, which is like once a night or per session, that sort of thing, you basically, if you have a healer in the party or someone that's skilled with medicine, if you pass a check, then that person can recover more hit points. So I will say, with a surgery check, I don't know if you have a D4 with you, but if you pass a difficulty of, I
I
have,
just use a D20 and divide the result by 5.
works too.
So
Yeah.
wait, we're spending an hour?
Are you? But you can
But
recover.
also-
Not yet. I mean, like
You could
after-
also
yeah,
use a
yeah.
blood
Yeah, yeah.
D4.
So I'm gonna
Blood
say
D4, yeah.
Blood D4 for hit points?
Oh yeah.
so. If you pass a difficulty of 2 check, then you can recover 1d4 during like a short rest period.
Okay. So I guess we'll continue on.
Should probably go up and join the rest of them in the bedroom.
Yes. So let's. Anton and Sab, are you going in before, or are you watching everybody else go through the workshop first?
No, I'm going in and I'm
So I'm
gonna
gonna grab
go-
him and be like, no, we're gonna wait for everyone to come.
Why? I'm just gonna look at his.
No, we're gonna wait till everyone to come.
I'm just gonna poke
We're gonna
through his
wait till everyone to
dresser.
come. We're gonna wait till
I'm
everyone
gonna
to come.
attempt to like break out of Sap.
Okay. Fight check.
Sam lets him go and then just like tries to kick him in like the
Doesn't
leg.
matter. You're gonna kick him. All right.
Not the metal one, like just like trip him. I'll
First
say.
Bill, now
Okay.
Anton.
All right.
Can I make a move check?
Against a trip, yes, I will allow it.
Can I challenge
Off
that
again?
with a
Yeah.
kick? Alright. Like,
Okay.
can I
Well.
call this clever?
Sure.
What can I? Actually,
This is an obstacle.
does matter. What?
It's an obstacle, so
What can I?
you're running.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, that's a 2 successes.
3 successes.
Okay.
The temptation to use a void point on
You all, the balcony is not large.
Petty, but so, is
So
the
as
character.
Anton is heading for the door and heading to open it, you trip him, and he hits his head against the wall. Take 1 point of stress damage.
Darn
Yeah.
you!
I apologize. It's kind of cramped.
Sam just walks down, crouches by him, and just kisses his head. I'm sorry, my sweet boy. And then he just sits on him until everyone comes.
Do we hear this fracas?
You can hear of somebody hitting carpet.
Oh boy,
in a
we're
wall.
getting and I'm gonna like head up there.
Anton, behave yourselves.
I'm not misbehaving.
By this time, the rest of the group goes up and sees Sab sitting on Anton.
Sam gets all of Anton.
None of this was my.
Uh,
I was just gonna.
what's going on?
Nothing. Just, you know.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay, kids, let's see what's in the room.
I'm gonna like try to very quickly get to the fun stuff before everyone else gets to it since I was delayed.
Are you letting him go in first?
No, I'm
No,
going.
Lee's not gonna let him go in first.
Yeah.
We're gonna
What?
open the door the same way we did the previous one.
You.
How good is your?
I know, me
How
too.
much? How many skill points do you? Or how
Like,
much
are you guys
strength-
worried he's gonna find void
How
key or
much
something?
No, we
strength
gotta
do you
clear the
have?
room before.
How much
we gotta
strength
clear
do
the
you
room
have?
before
What do you
we-
mean? I don't have a strength stat.
Sorry. If how much stress do you have?
I have 1 stress now.
Well, then
Which is the
Sam's
quarter of
going
my-
first.
What?
Because he has 2. So if
I'm
anything
still
bad,
so confused.
okay, Sam's gonna try.
I mean, no, I mean like left. I have 3 left. I'm
okay,
fine.
then you're good. Then
Lee and Sav are just gonna open the door the
sure.
same way they've been doing everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and Anton
Yes.
can run.
Are you gonna
everything
try
else.
and like get past him?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
you
move
can do
check. Free running. Get past. Fight check melee. Roll. To contest it.
Okay,
Stop
two.
him.
2 successes.
Numbers.
8 and 12.
9 and 16.
Okay. Yep.
He just catches him and
Yep.
pushes him back.
Yep. Somebody do the meme
And-
where it's the arm and just turning the person back. Yep. Yep. There it is.
Anton, you may have any pajamas or anything you find in there. But first, we need to clear the room and make sure there's no one in there with a gun pointed at the door.
I could have, like, seen if there was someone with a gun pointed at me.
Yes, you could. Let's check the room.
Lee opens, or
Then
he
you
waits for
see
Sap to open the
heels.
door with his gun pointed at the door before it
Yep.
opens.
All right.
It's been like the whole time.
Hmm. I will say, if you're ever clearing a room like that, I'm not going to make you make a check for that, but just basically have it so that no enemy gets a surprise round. You're prepared for what's in the room. So I do recommend continuing doing that. That's a good idea. You open the door, and the bedroom that you see before you is a mess. It is like
How many pairs of silk pajamas are on the floor?
there are clothes on the floor.
Roll
They
D4.
are dirty.
I want to wear someone else's
Yeah.
dirty clothes.
It looks like a teenager's room almost.
Ew.
Everything is
That's grungy.
Anton,
Yeah.
this is what withdrawal looks like. This is what you will go through if you continue to do Void Queen and don't stop eventually.
I will search the room.
Search the room too. Just mainly for elixir or something.
searching the room for
I'll help Anton. search the
clothes
room.
that he'd be annoyed if I stole them.
I feel bad helping that, but I want to help Anton.
Gonna make it a study swiftly.
yeah, sure.
Oh, that's 2 successes.
3 with my added help.
3.
Wow.
All right. With the help of Heisel, you managed to find a pajama top on the floor and a pajama bottom. So you are going through a man's dirty clothes and eventually find a pair. Congratulations.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to put
Good
them on
job.
over
I
everything.
hope you
else.
feel good about this.
I have on overcoat on, but I'm still gonna put them on over that.
Anton.
How big are you?
Me personally,
No,
not that
Anton.
big. I
Size.
mean, he's like, he's probably like 5'8", slim build. So in terms of what size shirt he could wear, probably between like a medium and a small.
Okay. It's aside from the overcoat, you feel like it would be a perfect fit. Congrats.
Anton. I think you're gonna ruin things if we look in there and he sees us with you wearing his pajamas.
Yeah.
So would you mind at least putting those away somewhere?
Well, now that I know they fit, I'll take them off, show my pockets. Pretend that this is a normal thing that everyone does.
Sam like goes to like as he's looking, he like checks under the bed and then he gets on the bed and then he kind of he's like checking to see if there's anything like in the cushions, but he's just kind of bouncing on the bed like on all fours.
You also searched the room, right?
Yeah, I'm looking mainly in drawers and
Yeah. What'd you roll?
one.
1. It's not hard to notice the big gigantic safe in the right-hand corner of the room.
No.
Into the wall, or as a part of the wall. That is about all you find.
Can I blow up the safe with force of will?
Can I
I don't
blow
think
up the
so.
safe with a grenade?
You could try.
Not really.
No.
I know, I'm not gonna.
You have far less reason than I do to want that safe gone.
LG rounds the corner and peers into the room. Sees a man on all fours bouncing on the bed. Another man wearing another person's clothes.
Well,
And he leaves.
I'm
Sam
gonna go
stops.
walk out
Well,
with
there's
LG.
no secrets in this bed, and gets off.
Listen, there's a man's life at stake here, or death, whatever. Let's just keep going and save the playground antics for later. I don't think playgrounds were invented until at least after World War I, but I don't care.
Ferretry, find any kind of key or anything. ALG, any sign down in the other room?
Give me a second.
Do you
Um,
inhale?
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Give me a second. I apologize. I want to encourage you guys to do things that are funny, but it's just that's weighing heavily on my mind. How many successes?
I'm adding 1 to whatever he's got.
Nice, that's 3. You find actually underneath the main workshop, basically a hook that has a key on it.
Great.
All right.
Up right in there?
Oh, I will say with the 1, you found an autograph on his bed. Not hard. Or maybe you found it
7.
because you were jumping on it.
Oh.
There is a secret on the bed.
Activates it.
He's like on all fours.
He
jumping
looks
up and down.
very,
He's
very
like,
pleased with himself. Like, not for long, but he's
I
just
was
like,
looking
see?
for this.
Obviously, this is
Directly on the bed. Not hard to find. But
Yes.
The audiograph was bouncing as you jumped on the
He
bed.
then notices the audiogram.
He's like,
Activate.
yes.
Ooh.
This is what I
I need to move beyond this stupid flesh sack and adopt a body that doesn't experience withdrawal, doesn't experience hunger, and is devoted to a singular focus. I've been working on it for days now, stemming up whenever I get tired. At least I can still have one life. Ethan's a bad idea and isn't going to work, but I haven't input any new data into him. He's just stuck in the past, sticking with the safest method. I'm going to do it. A few D models will make the incision, take my brain into the device. It'll transmit to E, and I'll be feeding inputs to him constantly. Or in short, my brain will be directing him in real time. We'll become one, the same being. If I wasn't so sick and depressed, I'd be ecstatic about this discovery. But there will be time for celebration when I can think straight with the strength of a machine.
Everyone went nuts here, didn't they?
We got the key to the operating theater down here.
Oh, Sab
Should
also
follow.
grabs, he goes back through the rooms and maybe this is when they're leaving, but he grabs the little, like, playing cards for all the audio things.
oh yeah.
So he grabs all
I
that
kind of
and just kind of
Corvo does it, so I say you guys take it. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah, he does.
They're actually quite compact now, and a bit more compact than they were in the games, so they're very easy to take.
disc.
They're not discs; they're still cards.
It's a
but-
CC. Compact card.
Compact card system. There you go.
You get a CC player.
Yes. Really quickly, Lee's going to
An NPC.
Lee's going to set his marksman rifle down on the bed, and he's going to turn it on. Have the gun back, please.
Yes, please take it.
He's going to take it. And he's going to load it.
Okay. Make a survive check. Resilience.
Well, he put the other gun down.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure.
He's just leaving that on the bed for now while we go into the.
Yep. Sounds good.
There's a man who's directing an automaton from his brain jar.
LG opens the door to the operating theater. Heisel, you're with them. Everyone else is coming down. Would see these doors open. LG forgot to slice the pie. But you open it, and you see several things. First off, you see 4 automatons, all on tracks, turning to look at you. You see 2 slabs in the center of the room. One has the body of Kittner Taslady on it. The other has an automaton with legs with a much more ornate construction, gilded details, and a face unlike the ones that you've seen so far. Instead of trying to model a human face, this one literally just has one eye and then what looks like a speaker mouth. That's it. But integrated with the rest of the face, so it's detailed and whatnot. Also, you would see and hear. Actually, I apologize, you would not quite hear them yet. These massive, giant brass cylinders. With dots and bumps all over them. Just arrayed on each wall. They're huge.
Ooh. Can we figure out what those do?
Sam
Maybe.
grabs the guy. No. He has the. He was trying to build something to stop void stuff. I don't trust those. I don't trust those. I don't trust. He starts kind of saying that and kind of moves back from where they're
Hey,
at.
you with void powers, stay out of the room. At least until we figure out what that is. Mr. Tesalini.
There is no response.
Does it look like the brain has been removed from the body?
Make a quick perception check.
2 successes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. You would see it connected to a device next to the automaton. But it looks withered. It is indeed in a jar, surrounded by some sort of liquid, but it just... You're not exactly a doctor, but and you're not a neurosurgeon, but doesn't quite look healthy.
His brain doesn't look healthy.
There is
outside
an
his body,
audiograph
sitting in a
next
jar.
to Taslani's body.
And I very carefully step forward.
Lee's going to step in front of her, and he's going to push the button.
All right. Last one.
Lee dying, trying to take the brunt of any damage.
The demons are present, and he still wants to back out, but is deferring to my judgment. If someone manages to find these audiographs, hopefully I'm alive. But if not, well, I failed. By 5 hours outside of my body, my brain will be beyond recovery, or so my anatomy books tell. There's nothing you can do for me, but I can live on in some form. He, my most advanced automaton, was deactivated so that I could assume control of him. Turn him back on. He's a good person, and I want him to continue. First and foremost, he'll try to help you save Salzburg, or destroy it. But after that, we had a plan to make him operational at long distances. Please listen to him. It's the only way I'll stay alive.
Is that visible? Visible. Audible to those of us outside the room?
You can hear it. They're pretty loud.
I wouldn't be too quick to turn that thing on.
Let's take out the radio tower first. Then we can talk about it.
Lee's going to unload the rifle and hand it back to Anton. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the automata, where are the radio controls?
Yeah, the automatons all look at you. And you see a couple of them look around. And then they're literally looking for, who's gonna say it? Who's gonna say it? Who's gonna say it? And then one of them just says, the radio transceiver is located in the workshop.
Right, thanks. And I'm gonna go back to the workshop and look for it.
He's going to follow him. After he picks up his marksman's rifle again.
Okay. Go ahead and do another search check in this room. Oop. LG's going to assist. Success. Kind of tucked away. It's a lot smaller than what you might think, but you see dug away in another storage area attached to the workshop. Looks like Tazzolini tried his best to disguise it as like, oh, I'm definitely not using this. But you see radio transmitter, as well as what looks to be some makeshift device that he's attached to it. That seems to be transmitting on the radio.
And we all followed down with them, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you can all see.
Wait. Atlee wanted us to disable this
Yes.
so we can start advertising the resort again.
So we can contact the Parisian.
But if we do this and start advertising the resort again, more people will come in and get killed.
That seems to be what Mr. Daphne was advertising. What he was saying. I mean, I haven't heard any advertisements for this place on the radio. Heard them before, but when we came here, there were no people here, so I guess his effort worked.
If we do this, will we be causing more people to die?
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm just tired of being inactive about this whole thing. I'm technically the head protector here. We're going to destroy it so that radio actually does work. And we're going to go to Atlee, get what he wants, and then kill him. That seems to be the only just option here.
Why
Counterpoint.
Because he kills people.
Counterpoint.
When has he killed someone directly?
Why don't
Have you
Look at this place.
got eyes? I think Atlee gave you some of those.
He's
Well-
too
Counterpoint.
useful to kill, LG.
What's that?
He's too useful to kill.
He's too harmful to not kill.
Take him
I
in
mean-
custody.
Do you think we could take a man like this in custody?
That's an idea.
That's my.
Is
That's
that your
my
counterpoint? Just arrest the guy?
no, but like I wrote down for the Morley government, if we ever wanted to send them tips, we could just tip them off about this place and they could just blow it up. We also have all these audio recordings as like evidence.
Well, the entire resort?
Maybe not the entire resort, but like
There's not much good left here.
I can also call him. I was going to ask for some backup from the protectors.
We need backup. We can call.
also
let's call
something that
Max
we
and
could
Kenrick.
also
We
something
could. I don't know how I
do.
don't know if I trust Max and Kenrick anymore. No offense to you.
How do you trust Maxim Kenrick?
Why
Look,
don't we
if
trust
we let
Max
if we let him
Kenrick?
live, if we let him
Party
live,
thing?
Oh,
if
Oh,
we
yeah, I
let
can
him
get
live in any form, in prison or wherever, if we capture him alive, this man is beyond intelligent. I don't know if he'd somehow escape or if he'd still manage to cause harm. I feel like the only way to ensure that he doesn't cause any more harm to any more lives is to make sure ourselves he's dead.
We're not
If we
gonna
let the
kill him.
Morbians, what?
We're not gonna kill him.
Why do you need him alive, Heisel?
Like I said, he knows too much. He's too useful to just kill him.
He knows the wrong thing.
Inside
No one
check
needs
on
to know
Heisel.
these things.
He knows too
Yeah.
much, exactly.
Insight.
talk.
You're not lying about anything, so it's. And you're not persuading anything either.
One
It's just,
success.
what do you think you could get from a one success?
She's made up her mind more quickly than usual.
Okay.
Listen. No one needs to know what this guy knows.
I mean, he was useful to me for a while. He could be useful to me more.
And he knows the Alcadeva.
Exactly. He's not supposed to.
It doesn't matter how useful to
Knows
us.
what?
He's-
You. Don't you think he might be helpful putting the pieces together?
No, I don't.
It doesn't
You're
matter.
being blind, LG. You're letting sentiment over what he's done affect.
So I think it's the other way. I mean, we do some calculus here. He's saved maybe, well, let's see. You're alive, but who else is? Did something to Talvin, which is horrifying. I don't want that man with the powers that Anton has. No offense to you, Anton. More offense to
Well,
Lord Talvin.
Then
But
he knows better than anyone what Telvin can do.
what's that?
Then he knows better than anyone what Telvin can do.
And he could make another one if he wants to.
Well, who's to say that's a bad thing?
That's a bad thing.
Well, who's to say that it's his fault the Taliban is whatever way he is?
He took an evil man and made him worse. You don't give a powerful evil man more power.
How did he? Are you sure that he knew that the man was evil?
Well, probably not, because that man has the moral compass of a frog.
It's an insult to frogs.
That is an insult to frogs.
Anton, Heisel, it doesn't matter how useful he is to us. What's right is right.
Killing someone's right?
Killing a murderer?
Not always,
Yes.
but
Well, who is he murdered?
everyone in this village.
And they took something that they knew could have negative effects, and it had negative effects. They chose to take it, didn't they?
There's a difference between when you overdosed and when they did.
Why?
Because they didn't know it was actually going to do this.
Well, they knew that there could be some consequences.
Listen, I saw the dose that you took at the entrance here. That shouldn't cause an overdose. If I spike... I mean, from your point of view, you're just condemning all vice use, and yet I don't know where you're arguing from. You're saying
I'm
that they knew
arguing
the
that
risk.
if I take the risks of something, then it's not someone else's fault that I took those risks. So did he really kill the people that took the Void Fiend, or the people who took the Void Fiend accept a risk that was larger than they thought it was?
I haven't seen anything that said that it's more powerful or more riskier than regular Void Fiend around there. They weren't aware of the risk. Listen, if I spike your Void Fiend that you're taking with cyanide, that's wrong. Even if you know the risks.
Well, I mean, in a sense, but they still chose to take that. They might not have known that it would be what it was, but they knew it was something different.
Heisel, look.
They didn't.
What about your people before? What about Leo?
I'm doing this because I think what he knows could save Leo.
Let's have
What
rolls
would
on that.
Leo want?
Roll on what?
He's
He
not
found
here.
He found
Oh,
an occult design.
What exactly? Oh,
Like-
she said.
You have the
Yes.
opportunity to do that here. To
Wait,
save
hold on,
more
hold on,
lives.
guys.
Hold on. What was it that Heisel said about Leo? He knows something about helping
That could help
Leo.
save Leo.
Yeah. Several insight on that. Talk cleverly. He doesn't pick up anything at all. That must be important. No, never mind.
Oh, she's just going on about something.
Ah, it's Leo. That makes sense. Yeah.
Such
Who
a
was Leo
sappy
again? Oh yeah, I
ex-lover.
remember Leo.
I never
Wait,
knew the
never
man.
met him.
I never knew the man. But everything you've told me tells me that he wanted to help people. That's what he started his cult for. That's what you joined him for. In saving him, are you betraying his entire legacy?
I want everybody to make a quick perception check.
You said
3?
quick. Can I use swiftly?
No.
2.
Aw.
Careful. Sorry.
Okay, well,
One
still
success.
What's that? 2? 2's and above will pass. 0. This is actually great. So, Faisal, actually, I need to do one quick one. Roll. No, that's great. Wayne. Wayne, you see, twitches a little bit, covers his ears slightly. As you all both hear, definitely outside the building, not taking place in it. Definitely what sounds like ancient music coming from the music boxes again. It's very low, hard to catch, especially amidst the debate going on here. Both of you hear it, and then you can hear just a little bit of whispering from Atlee. Wait, you got a 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would tell it was a phrase that you heard when you first walked into Soul Spring. First in. So, like, you thought it was some sort of greeting or something like that. As soon as you walked in, you heard this music and then this phrase.
Does that mean someone else is coming in?
No, it's just you don't have the full pieces of what he was saying, and someone else might have.
I heard him say this when I walked in.
Say what?
Whatever I heard him say.
You could probably identify one word which sounds like the affidavit word for, or part of the phrase of move the body.
Then it's pecan.
Yeah, that
Return the body.
Did you just say pecan?
No.
Pecan.
Pecans.
What does it mean?
Well, okay.
Well,
This is
definitely
not
that.
important. Yeah, you can say. Sorry. Apologies, Heidel.
Return the body.
He looks over at the body that we have in the next room.
Wait. Who is dead? Who died?
We have a
Mussolini.
body. He's gonna pull out his.
Wouldn't that have
He's
been
gonna
there
get
for
the.
a while?
He's gonna get the rifle. He's gonna run to the hallway.
Barrett, come back. We can control those things too.
How?
We're in a closed environment. You use the music box in here. Hurt something else's mark.
So they could go up to the room.
Listen, I'll just go to the elevator with this thing. That's the only way up to the second floor. So it's not in range of you guys, so
You shouldn't go alone.
appreciate it.
Why don't we just let them have the body?
What's he going to do with it? What if he gets that? What if he can do something?
Listen, guys, just lock the door.
Well, I mean, some
Don't let the
brains
man take
aren't
his body.
bad.
LG's gonna start closing the
LG,
door to the
wait. No matter what we decide to do about the situation, he's gonna want to, or we're gonna want him to think he's won for as long as we can before we show our hand.
Wait, say that again.
We're gonna want him to think he's won and that we're on his side as long as we can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So what's wrong with letting him have the body? If we take him into custody, then it's not like it's gonna be used anyway.
He's going to pull
Alright.
his knife out. He's gonna walk over to the jar with the brain in it. He's gonna
Oh,
can you open it up.
what? No,
Well,
wait.
I mean,
Whoa.
that would be killing someone
Oh.
who is theoretically innocent in the whole thing.
He's already dead.
wait.
You don't know that.
Just
If
Make
it's
a surgery check or medicine.
Dad walks over to like, not on the side that he's on,
Nope.
but on the
Get
side
her
where like
Tasmania,
the
he's dead.
machine is.
Brain is dead. There's no.
He's dead. I've seen plenty of these back in the war.
Whoa.
He's
Things
dark.
Can you open the container that it's in?
Yeah.
He's gonna open. He's gonna use his knife to like
Oh.
chop it up so that
yeah.
What's the point if it's dead?
I don't know. You've seen his place. You've seen what he does with corpses and everything. What if he can take the brain and use it somehow?
Essel's gonna start moving the body.
Take his intellect.
And whatever happened to whatever's right is right. Well, you know what? That's a moral
a
gray
thing.
I can accept.
It's a dead body.
Good point. Fair enough. And I mean, Tazzolini himself said it's just a machine, so nothing wrong with breaking a machine, I guess, especially when empty of life. All right, you guys gonna destroy that jammer? Actually, I should probably call for help first if you are going to do it.
Call for help.
All right.
Can you even do that before we destroy the jammer?
What's that?
Can you even do that before we destroy the jammer?
Oh no, you're just gonna destroy the jammer and then I'm gonna do it, right?
Do we want to wait? Because if we send people and we have our watches to synchronize, we could destroy the jammer when someone's like almost there. They go in, take the stuff, leave, and then at least we don't have people who are all there.
Well, we're not gonna get the stuff unless we destroy the jammer. That was Atlee's condition.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that like doesn't give him time to contact anyone before we get there.
That's right. He won't know that the jammer's destroyed until, well, it depends on how techy do you think he is?
Well, he has a guy who runs robotics. So I mean, Antomonoptics.
He's able to influence a lot of things here.
Right?
I wouldn't count it out that he has some sort of surveillance.
Or that he can
Surveillance,
just
sure, but
see or hear anyway.
He knew there was a body.
he did. Well, so what's the plan then?
Should we turn on the automaton?
Did sound like he'd be willing to help.
Yeah.
I don't trust him
Might.
to not have his own agenda.
It sounded
Maybe.
like it's just
Maybe
gonna
we
carry on.
can carry on his legacy afterwards, but until we've done what we're going to do, I don't think it'd be much of an asset.
It sounded like it would just carry out Taslani's will. Unless we're very sure what that would be.
Well, the thing is, he said, listen to him. Meaning that if we were to turn it on, then he seems like he would be interested in destroying or saving Soul Springs.
Did someone make a search check in the operating theater?
Did we?
Not yet.
No.
Do it.
Can I help?
3. I'll allow one more person now. Okay. You find 3 elixirs.
I'm gonna take it.
Just wanted to give you all some comfort.
Well, thank you.
I wanted to put them earlier, but this is the only place where it actually makes sense to have them. So.
It's like, in case anything goes catastrophically wrong, we'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
There's elixir.
I'll take one of the remaining ones if nobody minds.
Someone.
Sap, made
Something
drink
goes
one.
catastrophic. The elixir doesn't help. Well, let's all die.
So you drank one. Is any of our companions like really badly hurt?
Let me check.
Where's the operator, by the way?
Operator's not here.
Operator's not here right now. Please leave a message. Imagine if you were living in the days where you had to like call someone through the operator and the signal said the operator's not here right now. Please leave a message. That'd be the most annoying thing. I can't
Grace,
get
a
to the
little
person I
wounded,
wanted.
but he still has 4 hit points left. So
And Sap will... Yeah, I think he'll just drink one.
main protagonists. All right.
Have we checked for the secondary?
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't Anton like 1 point away from death?
No, he.
It was a
lost.
while ago. I drank an elixir since then.
Oh, yeah. Just imagine if Sab tripped you and you just died. Dude, the
Like,
most
not-
get well.
Oh,
that road.
I
Anton tripped him and just, like,
He's
wait.
actually
not
dead.
have forgotten
Sounds like,
this.
no. Anton's like, you can't bring me back now. Think before you act.
The bleed out
You
rule
just
would
say
come
that
into
just to be
effect, and then
petty.
Sap
Yeah.
would just be like, "No,
wanna take
you
a
can,
brief
I can actually save
No.
you." And Anton's like, "No, I'm
I
gonna
want
die."
to die.
Like, right, the sweet release of death.
Yeah.
Here's,
Again.
here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this thing
Sap
out.
walks over and just looks at the robotic thing and just kind of sees that.
Oh, the cylinders?
Or the robot.
Yeah.
Sorry, the automaton. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that whole setup. What's kind of going on there?
Make a quick tinker check or study, cleverly.
Sap's horrible at this. He doesn't
Okay.
notice anything.
Um,
Or he doesn't get anything.
I will say, with just a simple check of actually looking at this thing, you would see a cable on the ground and a very conveniently placed port on this thing's, actually be on the shoulder. This thing would plug into. This is probably how you turn it on. But you know how to do that.
Here's what we're going to do. You're right that we don't want Atlee to be able to contact anyone else before we get up there. We're going to send most of us back up to go see Atlee. Leave someone or maybe a couple of people down here to turn that off. Roughly when we get back up there, we'll be the first people Atlee talks to after the radio frequency goes up again. And we can ask your protector friends what else you want to do with Atlee. But we're not going to kill him right away.
Yeah, he could read you guys like books. Like when we were up there, he knew pretty much I think everything that was going on while we were there.
He still thinks I'm Parisian.
Why don't we?
Maybe, but I don't trust that, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure if he would care for some reason.
Can you use the radio from here?
You mean my radio?
I was gonna suggest we leave Anton and LG here to destroy the, if Anton is alright with that, and LG to destroy the device, and then
All things the same. I'd rather have someone who can defend himself here as well, if you wouldn't mind staying with Anton.
LG can fight.
Not that way.
I can stay here.
You're not keeping me from Atlee. Nice try.
I'm not going to bring you along. I'm saying Barrett should stay with Anton.
Oh,
I'll stay with Anton.
nice try. I'll go with you.
Which I think I'm trying.
Sorry, just a
Barrett,
mix up.
what do I know as soon as we get up there? You're not going to go rogue and try to kill Atlee on your own.
Can I also bring up the point that none of us are ready to fight? Like, none of us are ready to fight whatever those things that he had on the walls, those blade men. Like,
Which is why I'm saying we wait until the
Yeah.
protectors get here.
Listen,
so I'm saying that
they
if
can
we
get
are
here
going to-
fast. Faster than the Pervasion can, I bet.
I don't want. Idiot. I'm not like that. Imbecile that you decided would be completely comfortable with traveling with both of them, both of the Reeds. You felt comfortable traveling with them. I'm not going to start a fight. I know we can't win.
What are you saying?
Oh,
Hazel
well.
didn't choose to travel with either of them, right?
No, I didn't.
Certainly didn't get rid of either of them.
You think I've got that kind of power?
From what I've heard, you let the second Reed travel on your airship with you. You charged him for
That was
it.
Sab's idea.
Oh, and you let Sab make all the decisions here.
I'm not the one who makes all the decisions here.
You're not the one that decides I can't go.
Can I roll an insight check on his intentions? He said he wouldn't start a fight, he couldn't win.
Mhm.
2. What numbers?
5 and 5.
I'm gonna make that 3.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. I just can't have this be in the breach again. You understand?
What's our what was that?
I can't have this be in the breach again. You understand?
I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna start a fight I can't win that would involve you.
Alright, why is your life worth so little to you?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Fine,
what
let's
happened
go.
with the bridge?
Listen, that's also a later conversation.
It is, I just need to make sure it doesn't happen again here before we have the chance to have that conversation.
Well, pardon me if you all don't mind me asking. You could just have the people that aren't that invested in Soul Spring do this whole radio business. I can defend myself, and I can definitely punch something at a certain time.
It's a good idea. Thanks, Wayne.
All right.
And of course, I'm at your service too.
If it's all the same gray, I wouldn't mind you there.
Well, he's going to set his right. Okay. What now? LG, you might as well hear this too. Party business was my fault.
I know that.
What? How do you know that? What'd you do?
I told the chief enforcer about our plan. I wanted to protect Heisel. I didn't trust you guys. I told them where the hideout was.
That part I didn't know.
Remember Grounder? He's dead.
I know. I'm the one that found his body.
He's crying with his one eye. Everybody go ahead and make a quick perception check.
Oh, 2.
2? What numbers?
4 and 6.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Isel?
2. It's a critical success.
Okay.
Oh wait.
We don't see anything.
Is LG pulling a gun out?
He's not actually.
Okay.
Take it. We don't have time for this. Listen. I'm gonna keep moving. I get it. We're a spy organization, and I trust you that you didn't know that you were talking to your compatriots. They were supposed to. You don't know they were bad. Later.
Or no.
I deal badly under pressure. Tap once for friendly.
You all start to see the cylinders, or hear them first, spinning rapidly. The lights in this entire laboratory start to dim. Hello?
Hello.
The automaton sits up. That's that plugged in.
What should we call it? E. Tazzolini.
My name is E.
E. Cool.
Tassellini is E.
Yes.
You all see he's bright
He-
yellow eyes of automaton before you.
He kind of died before maybe the transfer happened. Sorry. We heard the audio logs.
E looks at the corpse next to him and doesn't respond for a minute. The cylinders are just spinning and spinning and spinning. The power's back on, by the way. This is a tragedy. Who are you?
My name is Sebastian Grailhouse. I'm here to stop this. Did he leave any instructions?
This thing is it's about the size of the Irving Holleran automaton that was charging at you earlier. Massive. Yes. Scooches over so that his legs are closer to the ground and stands up. I was personally struggling with the decision of what exactly to do with Soul Spring. I'm in need of moral guidance. Should it be destroyed?
What do you know about the elixir that they're using to change people? Could we get them back? That man.
As far as we were aware, the promotional Void Fiend was lethal. Our knowledge was limited. I hope you all would have more, as you have come from the outside. Is there more than is just gathered here?
I don't think so.
He looks down at the device that Teslini's brain was in. Who did this?
To be honest, we were afraid it would get into Atlee's hands and desecrate the body.
The cylinders were and were and were. That is what Kidner would have wanted. Good job.
Cool.
If we were to go about destroying Soul Spring, how would we do it?
Kidna Tazzolini had an idea for a hypothetical, theoretical
voidrite related device. The entire village is powered by a voidrite generator. Extremely experimental, highly volatile. With the correct formula, we may be able to detonate it in a theoretical void. More worrying implosion.
Would that be certain to kill Atlee in his bunker?
It would be certain to kill anything in a 78-mile radius.
That's
It sounds like a lot.
no, we can't do that.
What's the location around Soul Springs? Specifically that range.
There are only mountains.
There are no
Maybe some goats would die.
human settlements or
There are none.
It's not to say there aren't humans.
This causes an avalanche. Is it close to? Would that affect cities or?
Probably not. Soul Spring is located far away from most human settlements. Save for a chalet. Why? No.
Chalet.
as long as it belongs
Do
to
it!
the creator.
And that's like, never mind, blow it up.
Like the pros column.
But it's
The only reason.
a decent chunk would be taken out of the mountain.
Little off topic question. Do you know the vault combination?
Which vault?
Oh, the big one with the crankety crank evil noise.
He means the music books.
Kidner's research on the music boxes, which is quite comprehensive if I do say so myself, is stored up in his bedroom. To be perfectly honest with you, which is unfortunately what I am limited to saying, I do not trust you yet. Why do you want it?
Long story. I want to learn more about music boxes to help fix me.
You want more knowledge? Kidna Tessalini would approve. The combination is 478. Take anything else that is there. Mr. Tessalini has no more use of it.
Sweet.
Atlee's protected
I'm gonna
by
go do that.
Atlee's protected by 10 or so of those human machine hybrids that he's created.
Hmm.
Do you know how we can deal with those efficiently, easily?
Interesting. Are they different than the standard guests, as Kidna called them?
If you mean they're dead. They've been enhanced with blades for arms and who knows what other abominations.
Real quick, I want to ask. I want to make sure that the tone and the genre is all good for everyone. Is talking to an automaton is E too far fetched?
Heck yeah, I love it.
For the
Okay.
technology, it's like, it would be crazy, but at the same time, Dishonored does that.
Clockworks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Dishonored is like,
This isn't that much
go
of that.
for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I like it.
with these
I think
characters,
that's
with these mad scientists that create them, it's more believable because it's not like the general like.
Yeah, it's like the
standard
pinnacle of these
general-
really
It's
great
not like the
guys.
standard technology. It's like a mad scientist created.
Yeah.
this, so it's like not something that can be recreated by anyone.
Yeah.
easily.
Also, E is incredibly limited, and I don't think I'd call him an AI or anything like
No.
that. It's just also
Yeah.
there are there are so many more cylinders.
Yeah.
This guy has a big memory. When I say big, I don't mean like terabytes. I mean large size. Okay. Anyways,
What do
Yeah.
we have to do to set off the device?
Need to investigate the generator to see if Tassalini's calculations were correct, it involves firing a theoretical particle into the actual generator. We have one of the largest pieces of voidrite on this side of Pantasia. A whale oil charge device may suffice.
Could we say to remotely get out of here?
I could. I would die in the process, which is mildly tragic, but
Self-sacrifice is not the best option. Besides, we couldn't possibly know that there's nobody in a 78-mile radius.
what do you mean by some sacrifice is not the best option?
I mean, if you can do something without sacrificing someone, that's better not to.
Relaying input.
Just morally correct.
No.
How would you suggest? Are there any other means of killing Atlee with?
Barrett.
Are there any other ways we could kill Atlee?
The music box research would be extremely useful. He has figured out different frequencies and variations of standard ancient music to command the people here.
Could we potentially command, or at least make him unable to command those human-machine
Indeed,
mixtures he's made?
you could also theoretically disable his own bodily functions, if you so wished. The ancient music is much more versatile than one might think.
That would be terrible.
He also has a set of lungs that Kitna Tazzolini installed that would be very easy to disable with a very quick radio frequency. He installed a kill switch, no pun intended. Recalling, pun intended. I do not have that information stored, but it would likely be in the area.
That would be the safest way to do it.
The safest way to. We're not going to kill Atlee Barrett.
Turning off someone's lungs is safe.
At the
Why
very
should
least, we
Atlee
could
not
disable
die?
his.
Is Sat back by now?
What?
Oh, he ran off to get to unlock the safe.
He needs.
Oh, you did?
If we
Okay.
want to question him before we kill him, that's fine. But at least with
We're,
this,
um,
we could
would
use him
find,
as a bodyguard
Uh,
and capture him
That's
safely.
fine.
6 bars of
That's all
silver,
I'm asking for. We capture him.
2
we wait
runes,
until the rest
3
of the
bone
characters
charms
get
that I
here.
will discuss later,
Then we make a
and
decision.
a massive handwritten book just labeled Research on Ancient Music.
Okay, so book.
Yep. 6
Actually-
silver bars,
Yeah, you got right. Okay,
Yep.
6 silver.
2 runes, 3 bone charms.
Okay, he just kind of.
Yep.
His coat's getting big.
You are sounding a little bit like Wayne, walking around. Clink, clink, clink. So.
That's okay.
Mhm.
So he comes back.
So
the room
jogging
probably
with
catches
a
up with
change in
someone.
your pocket.
What's that?
I mean,
Sap kind of steps up and he says, like, why should we not kill Atlee? Well, it's a little hard to explain, but
Try me.
I'll try. You see, us humans, we like kind of a path in our life. Someone.
Try not to speak metaphorically.
Okay.
Does not work best.
There are people who birth us into this world,
Indeed.
and not knowing who
Mothers.
that person is who birthed you messes with you. Even if they maybe weren't good, you want to know who they are, and you want to like have something of them.
Atlee is not a mother.
Okay.
He's not a woman.
So Atlee makes these creatures, though. So he creates a life, or vastly changes a life, to the point of being almost Mother.
The guests that are here are not alive. Their bodily
But he
functions are
is.
severely impaired. Who
And
are you?
he's
I'm Anton.
Hello, Anton. Why are you?
Because Atlee.
Atlee is not a mother.
I don't mean he's a mother. I mean, I think I was dead or something, and then he fixed it.
Why would Atlee do this? Atlee is selfish, greedy, envious.
Maybe you got him wrong.
He's
He
all
seems
I have
like
a vast information about Dr. Oris Atlee.
The man's
Well-
pride will make him do anything, even if it's good.
What is? Say that again.
The man's pride will make him do anything, even if it's good.
Wouldn't it be better to exploit his pride and make him do more good things then,
That's what I'm saying.
Don't.
rather than kill him?
A proud man can't be manipulated.
Dr. Oris
Oh,
Atlee, in the words of Kitner Tassellani, is slimy as an Albanian eel. Sorry, I was Alba. It's from the city of Alba. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to
no,
say
I know what you
Albanian,
mean.
but maybe that is actually what it would be.
I think it would
From
be.
the city of Alba.
Albanian
Alban eel.
Separates
Oh,
the
there you
step.
go.
Just put an N on it. Yeah.
A proud man can be manipulated.
Albania is in Dishonored. Woo!
A proud man can be manipulated, but he can't be.
Again, I've controlled too many proud men to believe that.
Say that again.
Again, I've controlled too many proud men to believe that.
Remember that whole business.
How
with
many
Alexander?
people have you controlled? Controlling people is Dr. Atlee's speciality.
I don't do it in that kind of a way.
How do you do it?
I convince them it's what they want.
Who?
Do you know who I am?
Who are you?
Hazel Cohen. Is the name in the database at all?
I do not recall a Hoysel Cohen.
Try a Heisel.
Familiar.
Try a Heisel. Like
I am
being
aware
high.
of Heysel Cohen.
No.
I'm
me
sorry.
about
He,
Heysel Cohen.
he was programmed with a different accent. so.
yes.
No,
No,
that's
that's
exactly
actually
the
really
sort of
funny.
local processing problems that a machine would
Yeah,
have.
exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
No, that doesn't exist.
Who's Hoysel?
doing
With full
great.
confidence,
What do you mean
I've never
Heysel
I've never met a Hoysel
Would you like me to
Cohen.
look up
The
Heisel
person doesn't
Cohen?
exist. Heisel Cohen.
So does-
Yes, exactly. I know. her.
Hazel just exasperated.
So just tell me about Heisel Cohen.
Heysel Cohen is right here. Why not ask her?
I'm interested to seeing what you know about her.
Very limited information. She has a room available for her on the whatever floor of the Grand Duke Hotel. Sabalaster Spire deemed her an influential cultist.
Well, that much is true.
That is all I have. So
Well,
I am looking forward to getting inputs from the radio and other such sources.
the influence part is the important part. All influence is being able to convince people that what you want is what's best for them.
Who? You did not answer my question.
It's a long list of names.
What is it? Wait, say that again.
It's a long list of names.
I have input space. You don't have to go through this.
Yeah, no, I'm a little stumped on how to.
Yeah, because you've lived a long life of doing this, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just abandon that query. I'm sorry. I'm in machine speak right now.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
That was a rude question. Query abandoned.
He might actually. He would probably send a query.
All I'm saying is there's ways of convincing Atlee to give us what we want.
And what do we want from him?
Great question.
Information.
What information?
Information about parts of the void that the
What
projectors
parts
don't
of the
know
void?
about.
What parts of the void, Hazel? What specific parts of the void are you looking for?
I'm not allowed to say that.
The void is a fool's errand.
The void is a fool's errand. Said a wise man.
That's Randy's words, not
Tasman.
mine.
End quote.
Well, Tesla didn't have a vested interest in getting in and back out of the void. I need all the information I can get
Why do you need in the void?
to bring someone back.
Who?
Leonard Flynn.
Leonard Lynn has a room available for him. on the Grand Duke, on the same floor as Isel Coleman.
What do you kind of say, Blaster?
He was deemed an influential cultist.
He's not just that anymore, but I need to get into the void and back out of the void, and I think that Atlee knows things that are going to be vital to that.
Atlee is not that smart.
But he's found his way into knowledge that other people don't have. I don't know how. If you know so much about Atlee, you probably know better than I do, but
I do know a lot about Horace Atlee.
what else can you tell me about him?
Horace Atlee was born in Poolwick in 1792.
How old will that make him? Quick math.
Dude,
17.
Like 80 something?
yes.
92.
Oh, he's old.
The literal machine would do it for you instantaneously.
How old would that make him?
I am mostly a qualitative robot, not quantitative.
Ooh, I don't have a
Wow.
calculator function. So sorry.
That's
That's old.
Did not design me to do
How old would that make
calculations.
him?
that's like 80 basically.
Isel,
Yeah.
can I speak to you?
I'm right
Alone.
here.
We're going to step into another room.
Okay.
Shut the door.
Okay.
I understand one thing. I would be fine with questioning him before I kill him. But I don't know if I want to wait for the other protectors to get here before we do that.
Why is that?
Knowledge is power. And people like the protectors, as much as they start off wanting to protect, especially the higher ups, can come to seek power for power's sake. And I'm afraid that if we give them Atlee, they won't do what needs to be done just for the sake of its knowledge that they can use for their own benefit.
He doesn't know that much more than them. He
They
might
can
be able to
use-
fill in some gaps.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all these creations he's used.
You don't
He's-
see someone like LG ever going around using those, do you?
Of course not. He's not the only protector. And I'm saying, out of his desire to do good, they can start using him to create things, but either he gets out of hand, out of control, and they lose him, or either they start making more morally compromised decisions that leads them becoming no better than him.
Talk to LG about that. Not just me. He's a better man than you're giving him credit for.
I know he's a good man, but I'm afraid he's too good.
You're gonna have to explain that.
I don't think he is capable of seeing the evil that some people do. He's very young.
Barrett, do you trust me?
Probably interesting.
A good plan.
If you want me to trust you, you need to stop keeping secrets from me.
Not possible because you don't think you're gonna like all the secrets I'm keeping. But know that in the end of that plan, if all goes the way I want it to, neither side will be able to access the void.
You can't tell me the secrets. You need to tell me the secrets. I don't know if I can go into these plans. stop compartmentalizing these different things. It's gotten us into trouble before. I think we need to communicate better.
I'm not sure I trust you enough for that yet. Because the second we talked about what to do with Atlee, you said we're going to kill him. You're a good man too, Parrot. But you're very black and white. Sometimes to get the things you want, even if they're good things, there's a bit of room between those you gotta take up.
Sometimes to do what's right, you have to give up what you want.
And that's why you're a better man than me.
And I wouldn't be a good man if I let you go along with any random plan you came up with, regardless of the moral considerations. Just talk to me and tell me what we're going to do. We both open up to each other more. We can trust each other.
And what insurance do I have that when I tell you what I've been keeping close to my chest, that you're not going to go tell everyone else or ruin the things I've been working on? And to give me your word you won't interfere.
I give you my word I won't interfere in so much as my conscience will allow.
Your conscience is the problem here.
Maybe this group needs one. Anton certainly doesn't have one.
They forgot to put that thing in.
What conscience? Gosh, dang it!
You found
I'm
it
in a
in the
void right
drawer
heart,
the
but I
next
forgot to
day.
void right conscience.
Found it
forgot
in
the
the drawer that day. He's
conscience.
like, oh, I forgot to put that in.
He's like looking on the
Drat.
operating table, and he's
That-
like,
Zab has a
"Void right
conscience,
conscience
but
that was in
it's been scarred over, and it's not fully developed yet. He's still young. You and I are the only ones with any maturity or any sense of guidance in the group.
What I'm doing is really delicate, Barrett. I can't risk you ruining it by finding out. I want to be open at the end. I'll tell you if you promise not to interfere. I will. But I can't risk losing all this because you decide it's not worth it to put me over. Because I know he means a lot more to me than he does to you.
I'll promise on certain conditions.
What conditions?
The protectors don't get Atlee. Atlee stays with us on our airship as our prisoner until you have the information you want. If it ever comes to a point where it looks like we're going to lose him, or someone else is going to take him, we have to kill him. And once we have all the information that we need, kill him.
I'm fine with not letting the protectors have him. If you want us to take personal custody instead, that's fine, though you're going to have to be the one to explain it to LG. If he looks like he's going to escape, sure, take the shot. But prior to getting the information out of him might involve using the protectors or the probation.
How so?
He's a middleman, or not middleman, but he's a contractor, like he said. He's not with the probation. Right now, the only tie they have is that he's enabled to do his work because of them. I think we could say about that bond for one thing. I'm not exactly sure how we'll get it.
What's the plan?
Still working on it. I just need him alive for it to work at all. But I think our best chance to get Leo back, without giving anyone the sort of power that they're going to go ruin the world with, is to pit the two sides against each other.
The protectors and the religion.
Do you agree? Since the parity, I've been a double agent in the protectors, within the probation. Lysander thinks I'm getting him information about the Alcadeva. I'm feeding him meaningless tidbits here and there. The protectors trust me decently well. I don't know how to use it yet. Either side. I don't know who's the right horse to back. But I just need you to not ruin my chances with either of them until we figure it out.
Very well.
That's it.
We need to figure out what to do about Algie. I'm not suggesting hurting him at all, but we can't let him call for backup before we get Atlee in custody. What if
We're not protectors.
What?
We're not protectors.
No, we're not.
Let's just tell him we're taking Atlee, at least for the time being.
And do you think he's going to go along with that?
Not at first. But I think we play along. We take them on board our ship.
How do we convince him not to call for backup? Suppose we told him that Atlee could hear, could intercept a radio transmission asking for backup. We have to take out Atlee before he does so.
I don't think we need backup. We've got the music box.
LG thinks we do.
We've got the music box. We can disable anything he has going on.
I know, but you have to convince LG that.
Sure. Leave that to me.
Thank you for confiding in me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you not running off and telling everyone.
I do care about getting it back. I do want to see that happen, but
I know, but it's different to want something and to need it. One's a lot more dependable than the other.
what does Leo need?
Presumably not to be stuck inside of his own head while something else is piloting him. You've heard Seb talk about the void.
I'll help you, but when he comes back, I don't think you want to come back to find that you made decisions that you shouldn't have to do so. It sounds like a man like him would be broken by finding out that evil was done in his name.
I know it would. I've been working a very fine line between doing what I need to do and becoming something he wouldn't want to come back to.
You don't have to walk that fine line. Trust us. Trust me. I'll do everything I can to help you.
Yeah, but trust me too.
Honesty would go a long way in that direction.
Oh.
For what it's worth.
There's it laid out. What I've been doing. I've been thinking about telling the LG. Like I said, he's a good man.
He's a good man, but when I was his age, I joined the Bristolian army, I joined the Empire. This sense of duty. I was an idealistic young man. Idealism can lie. What the world is really like.
The protectors want to close off the void.
Do you think that's the best thing?
No. I mean, for no other reason than the selfish one that I don't think Anton will make it without. Maybe you would be able to make it without it. If you've got something in you that's from the void.
I need to get this thing removed.
Can you do that?
I don't know. I'll see a doctor. As soon as we reach civilization and see if do something.
Everything I've heard about the void is that it's inextricable from the world we live in. I worry that the effects of shutting it off will be worse than what we've been seeing. We need someone better to be the one in control of accessing it. I'm not saying the probation's right, but surely LG can see that there's going to be just as much harm as good done.
Be careful about reasoning with an ideologue. LG, he's blinded right now by the protectors. No matter what you say, he will see them as the ultimate good that he must adhere to. As he gets older, he will see otherwise. The others will be wondering what we're doing. We need to go.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
No, you gotta do something. You roll the dice, you do a check, man.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
I'm just messing with it. You don't have to do anything.
So we're gonna go.
I
read
did
the
do
rest of the
something.
group.
I'll come back.
Is there any way to destroy the resort without you dying?
We could perhaps spend time to make me mobile.
Why do we have to blow up a generator in the first place?
It is the only thing capable of destroying the entire resort.
Why do we need to destroy the entire resort?
Do you have alternatives?
Just not.
And
Just-
doing, how do we stop Atlee?
We take him alive. We go to the music box and we disable his bodyguards and we go and take him. He's an 80-year-old man. He can't defend himself.
He is old.
He did
He
seem
is vulnerable.
like he couldn't defend himself against the broker without the other things.
Are any of you quick readers?
Done my fair share of skimming.
I was about to say that.
Suggest reading Kipner's research on the ancient music.
Happily. Where is it?
It is up in the safe. The code is 47.
Sav starts looking through the book.
Your
I
friend, Mr. Grailhouse, has the book.
As well, could I get some help on this?
Sure.
This is gonna take time.
God.
This is gonna take. This is dense and scientific.
If they're going to do this now, Lee's going to start preparing his armor in the workshop.
All right.
Everyone get ready while we do this. I'm also going to use my
You haven't read
extra,
dense and scientific until you've tried to figure out the
Everyone-
high cycle fatigue properties of carbon fiber laminate. It's like
That's kind of how it is.
3 successes.
3 for fixing your armor. 3 stress points back.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and make a quick medicine check if you want to recover hit points.
You're
Or are you full?
Yeah.
That's not
Okay.
great, but
Anybody?
okay.
Actually, do you mind go ahead and making that tend to gray a bit? Gray's wounded.
Oh, yeah.
2 successes. That's what you gotta go for.
Well, I got 1 success and a complication.
Okay.
Ooh.
Complication is never stress. Um, I hate the fact that whenever I do a complication, I'm like, you fumble or trip or drop something.
That's
But, you. Complication.
You suddenly realize that you
Um,
like Atlee the whole time.
You forgot to wash your hands. Yeah, well, your surgical tools since operating on Sab earlier. So Gray may or may not have an infection now.
Oh no.
It's not taking stress points immediately, but he might be sick.
You know how it is.
Gotta
Like,
Buddy.
I guess you got an
You
infection.
didn't
That
make
just
fail.
happens, you know?
It does.
In the 1860s, we just deal with that nonsense.
Right, yeah. Yep. Back in the days where surgeons would probe wounds with their bare hands without washing them.
Like,
Let's take a look.
yeah, that looks bad. The next day, they're like, that looks worse, man.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you.
That is how
You guys, like,
Yep.
can't have anything to do with the fact that you went to the bathroom, didn't wash your hands, and then, like, touched my bare organs. Has nothing to do with that.
That is literally how President Garfield died. Not from the bullet wounds, but from the infection caused by the doctors.
Anyways.
He might have been fine. if they
Anyway.
did
He
nothing.
would have been.
Anyway,
Anyways.
so Sab got complications.
I mean-
Speaking of complications.
What's that?
Sab got a complication.
On.
Speaking of complications.
Reading the book.
Reading the book.
Yeah, and then not a success with that one, and then a critical success.
So how many successes total? With you and Heisel?
Heisel, no help.
This is. I am sorry. This is probably a 4.
Okay.
It's just. You know who would really be good about this? Do you know Heisel? Who would love this?
About the ancient music?
Yeah. And about this dense scientific research. There's like waveforms and stuff in it. It's
I have a guess.
who is it?
I think Newport would love it.
Civil Hastings.
Oh, holy crap! I forgot about Newport. Well, yeah, that's true. That guy would too. But also Civil Hastings is who I was thinking.
Yeah, but
Wow,
her
you're taking me
angle
back.
isn't very like voidy. It's more. Well, I mean, I guess with the Hastings
I'm
device, kind
spoiling-
of like
Spoiling.
moved into that territory.
You're just incorrect
Spoilers.
about your
I'm
own
spoiling the research. None of you would be able to glean this from actually looking at this. But the way that Tasmalani studied the ancient music was that of a wave. So basically the same research that.
More mechanical.
Okay,
I mean,
Cool.
never mind.
Find out.
It's okay.
I'll figure it out.
Attack my knowledge of my character.
Oh, okay, fair. But yes, it's the same stuff as knowing about the Hastings device, knowing about radio signals. It's a waveform. So
Can I look at that in a little more depth and try and?
you'd have to spend another hour.
Is that the prerequisite for being able to use that to disable Atlee?
That would be the prerequisite for learning how to do sword arm people. They have an official name, but it hasn't been dropped. So,
That seems important.
but it would be able to tell you the frequency to broadcast to just disable the lungs.
Well, that's not exactly what we want to do.
It may be able to stun him. I can turn it on after a while, but he will just not be breathing. I do not know. How does he command these? What do you call them? The guards.
Oh, with his voice. Oh boy, thanks.
Void dicks.
No, did not say that.
I heard like convict plus void, so I heard
no,
void dick.
no.
I thought you said
With
something like
his-
Addict.
I said voice with his
no, that's
voice.
when Walker.
Then I
'91, he was
said,
like,
oh.
no.
Because you
What was I
could
thinking?
turn off his
Failure.
lungs, probably couldn't talk, but also ick.
Speaking from
You didn't even turn
experience,
that
it
one on.
is
It's
pretty
like,
hard to
nope.
talk without air. That may be able to completely paralyze him.
Doesn't matter if we paralyze him if we can't take out his bodyguard.
He will not be able to call his bodyguard and command them.
Then just killed him.
Are you all? Did you glean anything from the ancient music research?
Maybe
I
a
also
bit more
see
time.
that.
No, with more time, we could try.
I do also see that your man with one eye has
Can you
an ancient
read?
music box already that should prove capable regardless.
Can you read?
Of
Quickly.
course,
Can you read the book? Glean the
Indeed.
information you need.
it would sadly take a lot of time. More time than you. My eyes are not as good as a human's, unfortunately.
How good are you at, on a scale of if you had a skill and then a style and then maybe a focus, how good would you be?
What have you used
At
that
reading
music
a
box
book.
for so far?
For controlling the guests. The ones taken over by the new Void Fiend.
That is what Tazalani wrote on. You already know this.
That's all we have to do to deal with Atlee and his minions.
I believe so, if they operate the same as the ones that you have dealt with so far.
Great, then
Did the box work on the first one that I shot?
we can try it.
Yeah, sorry, we forgot about that.
If we stop his lungs temporarily. Alright, quick question. Did CPR exist in Dishonored?
I would imagine so.
Why would I? I did research on this at some point. And
On what?
CPR as it exists now
CPR.
hasn't existed for very long. And it's more complicated than you'd think because it has to have like I don't know.
I'm just wondering if we could breathe for him.
I will also say,
Essentially the precursor I believe was like if someone flatlined like on an operating table, you could physically massage their heart. But until like a significant amount later, like in the 20th century.
But would we
I feel like it was mid 20th
they
century.
could also just figure things out.
You got the
sooner.
precursor
would we
of
know
CPR.
would we know that we can do mouth to mouth if his lungs are the only thing that stopped working?
I mean, we could just gag him and then stop using the
I
frequency.
could just turn him back on. It is a simple switch. I tell him to stop breathing for 10 seconds, maybe.
How do you do that?
I would need a functioning radio. And unfortunately, we would need to turn the jammer off.
We can do that anyway, at least at first.
Say that again.
We need that anyway, at least at first.
Why?
He's gonna. We were sent down here to turn it off,
By who?
Atlee, in exchange for some information and the magic that we need.
And now you... I'm glad you all have told me you want to arrest him now. Good to know that you are not working for him.
No. But him thinking that we are was valuable.
Well, we can turn it off easily. It is simple. Just curious, how did you all get past the museum?
I blew up the generator with some scantite, explosion.
This
It was
is
very
perfect.
awesome, and I looked amazing. There's nothing silly about it.
That was the intention. Those guests would not have been that smart. Good job.
I'm smart.
The operator in the corner
Sound like
definitely
a
had that idea. My idea.
Do we even know that he's there though?
The operator? Operator's not in the corner.
We're gonna head
Operator's
back
not
up
here.
through the morgue to get back to Atlee.
Do the what?
We're gonna head back up through the morgue to get to Atlee. How long did it take to get from there to here?
Probably
If I was to guesstimate how long it would take us to get back up.
40 minutes.
Okay. In 45 minutes. Turn off the jammer.
Starting.
We need to set a specific time.
What time is it now?
He pulled out his watch. What's the time?
I'll just say
Yeah.
you have a specific mindset. Don't
Sure,
worry
okay.
about it. Yeah,
Are you capable of keeping track of time?
I started as a clock, so yes.
Good, good.
Didn't we all?
We set a time, so
Is there any way to teach us how to use the frequency to cripple Atlee ourselves?
Easy. All you have to do is broadcast this. It's a electronically generated sound. I can transmit this to a audiograph card as well for you to broadcast.
Great. All right, let's do that then, and I'll go get.
Give me a second. He walks into the workshop. This cable is it's super long to enable him to walk around, but he's still stuck here. Goes in the workshop and gives you all a card you could plug into a audiograph and then broadcast via radio, I believe.
Okay, so we'll record his thing.
Oh no, he gave it.
Oh.
Yeah,
The card's already filled out.
He has an audiograph player in him. That's how he
Great.
speaks.
So we'll take one of the ones that we've been listening to. We'll take the card that he gave us.
Yep.
I've got the Hastings device. When we get up there, it should be just about the time that the radio broadcast is going down. We'll tell him that. He'll be able to see it. He'll tell us before he tells anyone else the information. That was part of our deal. He'll get us a spike. And then we'll start broadcasting. LG will start playing the music box. We'll broadcast his frequency. And we'll take him in a ghost city. We can talk about what to do with Soul Spring after that.
We also probably need to call airship outside so we can get out
And backup.
and back up.
I don't think we need that. He's an 80-year-old man, and we've got a way of disabling everything else.
Unfortunately, the reason that we're here is a protector mission. That's why we came here in the first place.
And you're good enough protectors for the mission.
There's more to this mission than just what's here.
If we call the other protectors before we deal with Atlee, we have no way of knowing if he would be able to intercept that transmission and to know beforehand that he called backup.
That's a good point.
He seemed to be pretty perceptive about
Well,
things
no,
like
we're
that.
going to be in the room when he does that. When we disable the transmitter, we're going to be in it and then deal with him. So there's no harm in me calling backup.
What other business is there to do?
By the time it's going to be worth showing our hand that way, he's already going to be disabled.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just bring him back to the rest of the protectors.
Okay, listen. I'll be honest with you. Part of this is a favor I owe to somebody. Part of this mission was just making sure that he's here. This is a favor to another protector, not quite a protector mission. He wants to see Atlee.
Who's he?
You could call him Scowl. Don't ask me why he chose that name. That's his code name.
Why does he want to see Atlee?
He didn't say. He's a quiet type. He just says, if you find him, tell me. So
Let's tell him once we get him captured and back on the airship.
fair enough. I can just tell him once we got him back in custody anyways.
Does that sound good to everyone?
Are you sure, though, that you all don't need any backup here? I mean, if we are going to deal with this place and deal with the... What are we going to do about... no, you said wait. Well, if we
talk
need
about that
if
once
we need
we get-
reinforcements, then we'll call.
Sure. Right.
All right. Everything good? All right, so
Let's
who's
get
staying
moving.
here? Wayne and Gray, right? Yep.
It's just like better get moving. We don't have that much time left in the timer.
All right.
Oh, should I start the timer
Oh.
now?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Wonderful. Good. Happy trails.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Goodbye. All right. You guys are leaving?
Yes.
I will skip this.
Nothing really happens in transition as long as you all got the music box with you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you leaving your rifle?
He's taking.
Oh wait, no. Did you give the mammoth gun to Anton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I currently have it with me.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. You can bring everything. It would take you 40 minutes to get back up there. One thing I will say about this walk is as you walk in the morgue, make a correct perception check.
It's gone.
Nothing.
By quick perception, does that mean
Jacob Reed is gone.
Was that the body they were talking about?
Oh, you know what? It might have been.
Wait, he died?
No. Not necessarily.
Oh gosh. This is another reason why we're gonna take Atlee in.
Atlee's like, no, you can't take me. I left the body in my
One
lab."
momentum.
Whoa.
Okay. You all go down the elevator again into the ominous looking alley. Yeah, you see the doors again. These are presumably the doors that he was talking about to the generator that powers this whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. But you all go back up the elevator and see the familiar area of his loading area. He is not in there, but is in the operating room.
So we'll go find him.
Yep. You would all see in the operating room, Joplin is no longer on the slab. He's not in the room. But Jacob Reed is. And he is bound. Like manacles to the actual... Oh. Those, like, moving operating tables on wheels. I don't know what you call them. Those.
Is he conscious?
No.
Okay.
He still has 2 full days to go before he's conscious.
Oh, I know, it's 2 full days. Okay.
Yep.
I bet there's
Atlee
stuff.
turns around upon hearing your all's steps and says, "Welcome. It's good to see you, but the jammer is still online."
Why
We
is
should find that that'll be cleared up before you know it.
why is Jacob Reed on the table? I didn't think he was dead.
He is not, and he presents me with a very good opportunity to work with a live specimen.
To do what?
That is the question. But I think the goal is to use this man for what he was originally intended for.
What was that?
He is a... I'm trying to remember what they were called. I haven't heard about them in too long. A destruction cultist.
It would be probably better if you didn't make him a destruction cultist.
Unfortunately, this is business. A contract from the Ebony Pervasion.
They asked you to do something with Jacob Reed.
Not exactly. It's a much older contract than you might think. It is.
Lysander didn't tell me about that one.
It
It'd be
is
curious to hear about it from you.
before his time. He doesn't even know about this. And
Never mind.
I'm afraid you all won't.
Is part of the contract that it has to be secret, or is that your decision?
That is my discretion and my respect for the pervasion.
Well, you should be finding that any minute now. The transmissions will be able to go out again. Didn't want you telling Lysander what I asked you to tell me first.
You want the information for yourself. See,
Precisely. It's a better tool if you haven't already told Lysander it.
I admire that, Miss Cohen.
No, could you bring out your spike?
Excuse me. Spike was in your own clutches, and you did not even know.
What did you do?
Destroy the jammer first.
Has it been 5 minutes since we got here?
Do you want it to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Should be time just about now.
Spike is embedded in the body of Sabalaster Spire. How do you think she conducted that illusory power? I'm afraid, unless you bring the corpse up to me, you may have to get your hands dirty.
It's been
Probably
there, done.
fine. I can do it.
No. The information that you were going to give Lysander?
I have given you one thing first. I am going to let the Pervasion know that I am alive. I would like to speak with them again. I do not conduct business over radio. I will not tell Lysander anything. And you have my first statement that I gave to you as trust for that.
I'm asking you for the information because I want to be the one to tell Lysander.
Oh, you will. I'm not telling him right now. But this is too important to neglect.
You're gonna start walking over towards the back rooms.
So what are you saying? That you're just going to tell them to meet and then tell me anyway?
Yes. I'm not asking them to meet about the music. I'm asking them to meet about my contracts.
My job here was to check on your contracts. Lysander asked about the music specifically. But I'm here for that exact reason.
Lysander is not the head of the Pervasion. I have other contracts that he's not aware of, that I have informed you of so far. He may have tasked you to do this, but I have other work.
At least just tell me about the music.
You are driven, Miss Cohen.
I'm gonna do an insight check on you. I don't know if this is deception or anything.
What is he looking for?
Why do you want this so much? Because you've said that it's been about like, oh, I just want leverage over him, and it's just like you're getting that leverage at the end or at the beginning. But is that it? That's it.
Okay. So, do you want me to roll it as persuasion or deception?
Hello.
Hey, I'm studying on another building that closed in about 20 minutes or so, but you guys are good. So.
Sounds good. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
What's
What
that?
what do you want me to roll it as?
Are you hiding any intentions right now?
Yeah.
Okay, deception.
Let's see. That's a critical. That's a success. Talk.
5 or 6?
5 successes.
Nice. All right. What do you want him to think? You can literally say anything. You can say he doesn't have a left foot if you want.
He doesn't have a left.
No, don't do
My
that.
foot.
I know.
Uh,
I know someone who doesn't have a left foot.
Trust Heisel Cohen implicitly with everything.
I want him to think that I'm a contractor like him. I've done what he's asked, and now he needs to do what he asks before we throw any additional complications into the mix. I don't trust him enough to not tell someone else the information that I'm trying to receive from him. And I'm interested in any additional information he would give me as the same form of leverage from one contractor to another.
All right. You see him pause walking, turn slightly around towards you, start walking back. Very well. I may prove one more complication, however. I have a few questions to ask, if you don't.
Once our contract's done and you've told me what you said you'd tell me, sure.
There is no reason for me right now to wait to give you, or to give it immediately.
Except that you said you would.
Indeed.
I see no further reason to deal with you until our past deal is already complete.
Where is the Tibian operator?
Like I said, there's no reason to deal with you until you've proven yourself.
I've given you the location. The location of the spike.
That's only half the payment. For the entirety of the task completed.
Where is the Tibian operator?
Until you tell me what you said you'd tell me, you might as well be asking the question to a wall.
Where is the Tibian operator?
Just folds his arms.
All of you have agreed on this.
I honestly don't know where he is, to be honest, so I'm maybe not with that.
He slaps
By
him in the
technicality. Ow! I don't have a good memory, okay?
United Front is a happy
Isol does all the talking. This person is here.
Oh! Wait, what?
Indeed. She should handle it. She certainly has the best grip.
Is that a chess reference? Because that's not how chess works.
That's not a chess reference.
united.
Very well. What do you wish to know about the ancient music?
How is it you're going to enable Lysander to be able to play it?
Easy. All he needs is the ability to craft different cylinders that go in the machines themselves. It requires the mind of an engineer, along with that of a composer, which he might be adequate in, at least. Not the biggest fan of his pieces. But-
We should hear some of his new stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so how are you going to propose solving that problem for him? Do you have an idea of how those cylinders are going to work?
Said, what's that?
Do you know how the cylinders are going to work? What
Oh,
parts he's going to need?
indeed.
Have you done the investigation on that yet?
Are you familiar with how music generally works?
As much as the next one.
There is music theory, is there not?
Sure.
That is what I have done research on. Essentially, this allows an infinite number of songs to write with the ancient music. The cylinder that the overseers have access to is indeed an old song, but it is just one out of an infinite number. It is a very useful one, but it is not the only. I have essentially penned the rules of how to write ancient music. I cannot help with the engineering, unfortunately. He has people within the clutch now.
Your notes would be more than helpful.
Indeed. I would go over back again and grab a book. And you, where is the Tivian operator?
I couldn't tell you. He sort of comes and goes. Where do you want to know?
I just wanted to know if there was a rifle trained at me right now.
It's a distinct possibility.
It is, indeed. How was Kitna Tazalani?
We're dead.
Dead.
He's got an insight check.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting her deadly. Very dead.
Very dead.
Deadpan. Like, very
Like,
dead.
very
Two
dead.
successes.
Okay.
Yeah. He was bright mind.
Surprised you didn't enlist him for some of the void music work.
I could have, but he was a bit too blinded by his own ambition.
What other contracts are you in for the Pervasion?
No,
Any way you could make that no become a yes?
answer me one more question.
What's that?
Answer your phone.
My question is your phone.
I will
Answer
call back in just a minute. Ask that question. Yeah, this sounds like it's gonna be an interesting moment.
Is Leo happy with you?
Boy, does it have any bearing on anything?
Answer the question.
I don't know. He's not himself. It's not like I can ask.
You really believe that? He is
Dude.
as much himself as he always has been.
Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and do an insight check.
What is that?
Talk, insight. Cleverly or carefully.
Can I make a perception check? Or
No.
Three
Yep, you can.
successes.
Okay. What numbers?
2 and a 17.
Okay.
Holy moly.
2 successes.
Okay. What numbers?
5 and a 7.
Okay.
My perception check, I got 3. I'm
Three?
basically looking, just make sure like he's not setting an ambush up, he's not stalking us or anything, from what I can see.
Yeah, he is not. He is standing normally right now.
Okay.
Um,
None of his things are coming behind us or anything.
No.
Okay.
nope. You can see all 12 are still next to him.
Okay.
What do you even mean by that?
A test. That is all. Think of it as a stress test. You
So-
are an individual who makes her living on lying. See how gullible you were.
You caught it.
Mhm.
You yeah. Just barely.
So you've asked your question. I want some.
Do remind me.
The other contracts, yes,
Halfling's
the
like,
probation.
I'm 80 and my memory is going.
Aiden Talvin's assault. He is the hammer of the pervasion. Well, Lysander is the silk gloves of it, if you will.
Mm.
It's not time for the hammer yet, but
What is it he wants to smash?
will be. What's that?
What is it he wants to smash?
It's the goals, Lady Arca.
Like the protectors.
The protectors are an obstacle if you can hold that. But a small one compared to the greater ones.
In the Pantheon. The outsiders.
Mere puppets.
Then what is it that's standing in his way?
The populace. There are individuals in every aspect of their lives who are way of the pervasion. You will have to ask more of that of him himself.
Well, I may have been a little bit unclear about one facet of my orders. LG.
LG starts cranking the music box, and you can see just a grin go across Atlee's face.
The pervasion wanted an update from you. But they've decided that your performance hasn't been worth maintaining.
Of course, they haven't talked with me in 2 months.
Make a deception check.
Yeah.
Hmm.
3 successes.
Stand by. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do quick maths here. I'm gonna do a full reroll. I can't do anything else. 1 success. I tried
you
my
roll a
darndest,
3.
guys. Yep.
So what would you see with a 3?
He would see. Honestly, that's 2 degrees of success above mine. He would see that
I feel like you'd see the whole
she's,
thing.
yeah, she's not pervasion, and this is probably some kind of a tactic to throw shade on them.
Hmm.
Gonna take out the audiograph.
Right. As he sees through that one. I'm saying this just because he saw through it before, and he is going to get 1 action.
Sure.
And he's going to say 1 word. I am tired of coming up with words for the Alcadeva, but
That's
he's going
fine.
to say a word that you're not familiar with. Maybe talk to LG about it later.
Gee, what did he say?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
But
Island's
they
open.
can't activate because of the music box, right? Or at least can't come close to us.
You're playing the regular music box.
Which he said would work against them.
No, he.
That's not what he said.
What did he say?
Oh, we would need the. Oh, dang it.
The goal
Technically
was,
said it was
he was just talking about
technology.
Atlee. He was talking about the regular ones. But he was saying you could be able to command them. You haven't said anything yet.
Oh,
Atlee just commanded them. They're going.
okay.
I mean, you could try commanding them. Wait, maybe that was on LG. Maybe LG should have said something.
I mean, I was kind of figuring we were using this as a disable.
I did wonder what you were trying to use it for.
Yeah, no, I was figuring we disabled them first. We try to seed the lie that it's the pervasion that wants Atlee taken care of, and then we take Atlee out.
Yeah,
That was my order of operations.
gotcha. We'll probably think about this for the rest of the week.
Okay.
This will be the end of session. We'll pick up there next time. I apologize for the climactic ending, but gives you something to look forward to. Next session, as we have the finale of Soulspring, no likely, or that's not a phrase. No doubt, no doubt.
No likely.
No likely. Okay. See you all next week.
No likely.